What's going on, Warrior Nation? Welcome to the first ever pregame show before our first Friday Night Lights. Brandon Keebles is here with me. He is a senior running back for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. Brandon, how you doing today?
Good, excited.
Yeah, I'm excited too. And check out this new studio we're in. That's going to actually lead into my first question I want to talk about. We're going to do a little bit of a preset so we can get ready for the game tonight. But how has it been with all the new changes around Wheaton Academy?
It's crazy. I mean, like last summer and even last school year, you've seen the construction. Had two different entrances. You couldn't like go all the way through the campus, which honestly sucked. But it's crazy to see like those like things come down and like a little bit left to do. It's cool to see that.
Absolutely, and like the construction that was going on definitely pales in comparison to what you get right now, because this space is sweet, the new student union is sweet. So if you guys haven't come around to see it at campus, make sure you stop by to see all the new setup. Because I'm jealous because I graduated and I don't get to spend the year here. But speaking of that, I mean, you have this whole new space, and now it feels like there's a lot of weight to perform in every area because the school is like this huge grand opening, and now you guys have a lot of pressure on you guys as a lot of people are going to be coming to this game tonight.
Yeah, so I mean, it's week one. A lot of people are coming, like you said, so it just puts a lot of pressure because past years we've had a lot more spotlight on the football team, and so it definitely brings the added pressure. But it's nothing that we're not prepared for. So
For sure. All right, now let's just get to the game details. What are we thinking about the other team going into this one?
they're good. They're actually a lot better than we kind of expected going into it. But I mean, last year week one we played a Texas team in Texas. They weren't the greatest team ever. So it's a little different preparing for this game than it was last year. But it's just always weird because like it's a team that we've never actually seen play before. We can't compare him to other teams, in Illinois. So it's a little like I don't know, like eerie. Like it's like we don't even know what we're getting into really, other than the film we've been watching. So
Absolutely.
it's definitely different.
And so you guys went down there to a different school last year, and now Second Baptist School of Texas is coming up here. So what is that atmosphere going to be like for them coming here? I mean, you experienced it going to a high school down there last year.
Yeah, so I mean, I think the atmosphere is going to be definitely crazy. I mean, I don't know. They say everything's bigger in Texas, but when they see our student section, they might be a little nervous. But I also saw one of their players like posted on his Instagram story, like they're selling tickets for their their fans. And
Right.
So it's like, are they actually having like that many people come down here to like buy tickets? It's crazy. So maybe they do, but we're gonna have more fans, obviously.
Absolutely. So we talked a lot about Second Baptist. Now let's talk about our team. There is a lot of seniors on our team, but even more than that, there's a lot of guys who transferred in our lineup. Why don't you guys talk through that a little bit?
Yeah, so actually Nathan Downey, when he came last year, he like was talking up all of his friends about the school, was asking them like if they maybe wanted to transfer. We got a lot new transfer this year from the school that he came from, South Elgin. So people like London, Styles, DK, Hezzy, Griffin came from Marion Central Catholic. We just have a lot of new transfers that are going to make an immediate impact on this team, and it's exciting to see.
I think definitely something that I'm going to watch during the game is how a lot of these guys who, let alone have never put on a Wheaton Academy jersey, none of them have really ever played for us. So it's going to be definitely interesting to see how well they can adapt throughout the game. And just kind of, the Wheaton Academy has a different football culture, and we don't have the same game plans as most teams. So it'll be definitely interesting to see how they can adapt going through that. But I think definitely what's going to help them adapt is some leadership, for sure. So talk about the three captains, you being one of them. I'm sure that's got some weight on your shoulders, being a senior and being a captain at the same time.
Yeah, so me, Zach, and Jeremy are captains, and definitely coming into it, the culture was a big thing we wanted to like make sure was held steady here. With a lot of new transfers coming in, there can be obviously possibilities of like different cultures being mixed, and kind of could like end up being not a great thing. But they were amazing from the jump. They came in, they got the same work ethic, the same dedication as us. They came in ready to work, and honestly, if you were to say, hey, there's got to be 3 new captains right now, I wouldn't mind them being any one of them, because I mean they're just great leaders as well. So
Awesome. And then personally, like, what does that look like for you? What is something that you've put on yourself, not only as a leader, but also like some expectations? You had a heck of a year last year. You put up some great numbers. There was a big running back core last year, and I think you're going to be the leading one this year. So how are you going to be able to handle that task?
yeah, so how I always saw it when I came here my freshman year, and what I picked up on is how are people going to lead you if you don't build a relationship with them to begin with. So if I'm out on the field and I'm telling people to do that one thing and I'm telling these JV players to do another thing in practice maybe, why would they listen to me if I've never built a relationship with them beforehand? So I try to go out of my way. I try to build relationships with the young JV kids, and I try to build relationships with all the varsity players as well, make sure I know everybody, because that's how you lead, is people want to follow you because they've seen you, they've been around you, they know how you act, how you do lots of sorts of things. So that's the big thing for me. And then expectations for this year, for me, I mean, honestly, I don't really have any personal goals. I just want to win a state championship.
Absolutely.
So, yes, sir.
Absolutely. That's great. And I think a lot of that is attributed to the culture here at Wayne Academy. It's a very team-driven instead of individual-driven. I mean, I know I played baseball here at Wheaton Academy, for those of you who don't know, with Brandon, and we had Coach Justin Swider as our main coach, and that's something that they preach all the time, is just a team-first culture and being able to die to yourself and live for the program. So I definitely think that it's going to pay dividends, and I think you saw a lot of that last year in that team last year. Was there a shift in the culture last year that made it so much better, or was it just that consistently dying to yourself type culture that finally paid off in the end?
Yeah, so it was, I think the last few years we've been building our culture a lot more, and I think that it's gotten like really strong. But I think like a turning point, at least for last year, after we lost to Chicago Hope week 4 by 1 point, we kind of had to like check ourselves, because it felt like almost we were being a little too complacent, and we were being kind of too much individuality on the team. And so, I mean, there was a lot of position changes.
Yeah.
I switched from Mike to Will, linebacker. Jeremy moved from a different position. Brett Dieter moved from a linebacker to safety. And so it was kind of just like a check, like, hey, like, we need competition in practice. You can't think that your position's safe. You got to go every day like you're fighting for your job. And I think that really helped us as a team in being able to see it from like a next person up standpoint.
Yeah,
and I feel
absolutely.
like that helped us throughout, especially the playoffs, with John Hubretz getting injured in the last game of regular season. It was kind of like that next up mentality, and it really helped us going forward, and that's why we had such a big run last year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it was quite a run, too. I mean, that's the farthest your team's ever made it. So that was definitely something fun to be a part of. Before we let you go and go send it up to the booth, who's a player in tonight's game, week 1, that is going to be really telling about how well this team's going to be able to perform this year?
I would say Nathan Downey. I mean, one of the biggest most important positions on the field is QB. And he did a great job behind Brett Casper last year, kind of watching him, seeing how to like run the offense and everything. And Nathan's just made huge strides. He did a lot of training in the off season, and I mean, he commands the offense. He does really well. He has a great arm. And so I think if Nathan Downey does well tonight, which I know he will, that's a big tell for the season to come on how good we're going to be, because that's a big position that had to be filled, and he's doing a great job so far.
Absolutely. And then what's your mentality going into the game tonight? What can we see from number 2 on the field tonight?
A win. And so going with that mentality of a win, I'm doing anything possible to get it.
Absolutely.
And so if that means me being in the game, me coming out for a formation, I do not care. I will do anything. I'm going to hit everyone on that other team, and I mean, they're not going to want to be on the field after a little bit. So.
Absolutely. And then the last question I want to have for you, because I think it's really interesting, kind of what you were talking about earlier with like relationships on the team. Over the past 4 years, I mean, there's a lot of seniors on the team this year.
Yeah.
Who do you think you're closest to on the team, and who's someone that's like a brother to you on the team?
I would say, oddly enough, the 2 captains, Jeremy and Zach. I'm like really close to them. I have a lot of classes with Zach, and me and Jeremy have grown up together playing football. So those 2 are probably the closest, and then also kids like Gino and London too, who London just transferred in. So, and I've gotten really close to him. So probably those
Sweet.
4.
Awesome. Well, that's going to do it for our pregame show. Thanks for being on here, and good luck tonight. Obviously, we'll be everybody will tune in and watching you guys. So we're going to send it up to the booth where we have a little bit of a couple game changers we're going to talk through, and then we're going to see you guys at game time at 7 o'clock. So go grab a snack, go grab a drink, and we'll see you guys then. Welcome, everyone, to Performance Trust Field. I am your host one more time, Jacob York, and alongside me we have my co-host, Charlie Foley. Charlie, how are you doing tonight?
Jacob, I'm doing well, man. It's a great night for football. 78 degrees, clouds in the sky, but it is absolutely beautiful. A little breeze, and we're excited to get out here for the first Friday Night Lights.
Absolutely, and if you guys missed out on the pregame show, the Wheaton Academy Warriors will be taking on the Second Baptist Eagles from Texas. This is back-to-back years where we have played our first week versus a school from Texas.
Yeah, they're all the way from Houston. They came a far way out here, actually, and I'm excited for this matchup. Should be a great matchup. Big players on both sides of the ball, and let's get into that, shall we?
Absolutely. And we talked to the Second Baptist coaches right before the game. We were down there for a long time,
Yeah,
actually.
we were.
Talking to their entire coaching staff and a really great group of coaches. They definitely some nice guys, and they're excited to play some Illinois football. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, they were very respectful guys. They were nice to us, but the players aren't going to be nice on the field tonight, so it's a great one to tune in.
And that's just a great segue to our 3 game changers for tonight. And our first one is most important in my mind, and that is the man, the myth, the legend. We've heard a lot about him. His name is Nathan Downey, number 4 on your screen.
Yes,
he will be taking over the quarterback obligations for the Warriors tonight.
Yeah, Downey, I will say the biggest thing about Downey is his arm. Man, if I could tell you one person to throw the football, I would say Nathan Downey.
Yeah, he's a fantastic quarterback. He's got a lot of range, actually, with that arm. And also, I've heard he's pretty mobile. He is a pretty mobile guy.
I know he's been working on his speed. Last year, he didn't earn the starting job, but, man, in the offseason, I was talking to him for most of the year. He worked his tail off, Jacob, and he is ready to finally get his opportunity taking the stage tonight.
Absolutely. And the thing about Wheaton Academy quarterbacks, if you guys want a little bit of history, so the last 3 quarterbacks that Wheaton Academy has is Brett Casper.
Yep.
Bly Brummel, and David Dorn. And all 3 of those quarterbacks are really, really mobile. And honestly, that was probably the biggest piece of all their quarterback games. And so Nathan Downey's a little bit opposite. I think the biggest part of his game is his arm, and his mobility is probably something that he needs to improve moving forward, although he is pretty good at that.
Yeah,
as well.
I would agree also. I would say the biggest thing about Nathan Downey than the past quarterbacks at Wheaton Academy is his IQ for the game. He studies the game, not constantly watching football, not constantly watching film, perfecting his craft on and off the field with his grades. Man, he has a lot of potential, and I'm excited to see how he plays tonight, Jacob.
Absolutely. That's probably something I'm looking forward to the most, because Wheaton Academy has been so blessed and so spoiled with such good quarterbacks over the last couple of years. Bly Brummel's playing at Cal Berkeley.
Yep.
Brett Casper could have played at ISU, but he's playing wide receiver instead. And I don't remember.
Hillsdale.
Hillsdale, yeah. David Dorn is at Hillsdale as well. So 3 really good quarterbacks over the
studs.
past 3 years. So it will be very interesting to see how Nathan Downey handles those responsibilities. Why don't you take it away with the second one?
Yeah, so we have a plethora of transfers coming into Wheaton Academy. Some guys that I want to introduce you to. So the number 5 is London LaFleur. He's a beast running back, honestly. Probably one of the best running backs Wheaton Academy has seen in a long time.
Absolutely. Yeah, he will probably. Him and Brandon Keebles are going to split time back there,
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Also, Brandon Keeble's another great player, but London's coming in from South Elgin.
South Elgin,
yep. The next one I want to talk about is Deonis King, but known as DK.
DK.
The Freak DN.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you guys hear us talking about Deonis King all night, we'll probably be referring to him as DK, as he is number 7 on your screen. So another transfer.
Yep. Next I want to talk about KJ Brooks. Man, DB, wide receiver, watch out for your ankles. That's what I'm going to say. Watch out for your ankles.
Yes, sir.
Finally, we got Styles Owens.
Styles Owens, number 8.
We got another D lineman out here. Man, he is fun to watch.
Absolutely. And a lot of our core transfers, so the ones that I wrote down before the game, London LaFleur, obviously, DK, Styles, KJ, Robert Grant, and Nathan Downey was a transfer last year. He didn't start, so we didn't really get to see him.
So did Robert, a transfer from last year, otherwise known as Pank. Man, he is a... Man, I love Pank. That's all I got to say about him.
Yeah,
he's
Robert
a character
Grant,
off the
also,
field,
we'll
but
be
he's also
calling
a
him
hard
Pank.
worker.
We will be calling him Pank all night long. But, yeah, that's a lot of transfers, but all of them are seniors this year. We have a very, very heavy senior team, which is a lot opposite of the group we had last year. We had a lot of young guys in the lineup last year.
Exactly. If I tell you, Jacob, if this is the year, if there's a year to do it, I'd say this is the year.
This is the year.
Honestly, this is the year.
You make a run the year before, you learn how to do it, you get some experience in the playoffs, and now this is your time to shine. And that's going to lead us into our third game point, which is first game jitters.
Yeah.
Everybody has it. Every single year I talk to Coach Swider before all the games that I do broadcasting, and everything he says on the first night, it's the same every single year, is the team that makes the least amount of mistakes is going to come out on top. It's less about playing amazing and more about limited the mistakes you can make.
Yeah, honestly, Jacob, going off of that, I mean, for everybody. It's not just the football players.
Absolutely.
Everybody has first game jitters. I mean, us in the press box, we got make sure the camera crew goes right. I mean, we got the football players down here. I know they're nervous, but you know
we
what?
got some jitters up here
Honestly,
ourselves.
if I tell you right now, the best part of playing sports in general is the jitters. Because if you're nervous, that's how you know you care. So I'm excited, you know. But once that first hit happens, Jacob, those jitters are gone. It's go time. It's go time.
Absolutely. And one other thing I want to bring up that's not on our game changers is the Wheaton Academy kickers we've been blessed with over the past couple years. We talked about the quarterbacks. You know, we got Brett Casper, we got Belai Brown, we got David Dorn, and now we got Nathan Downey. Warriors have had a long history of people playing other sports and then coming to kick for them now.
Exactly.
So we had guys like Declan Finnegan.
Yep.
So he was really good. And then we had Ethan Head last year so shout out Ethan Head if you're watching this. He just kicked off for Tulane last night.
Yep.
And so now this year we're going to have Kyler Finnegan, Declan's younger brother.
Yeah,
He's a
so
soccer player.
Going off that, Jacob, I would say like the biggest part of football is extra points. I mean, kicking field goals, getting that quick three, it's one of the biggest parts. I mean, honestly, in games you see it all the time. We're playing, right? We're playing.
Absolutely.
We score a touchdown, miss the extra point. That's only 6 points.
Yeah, it's only 6 points.
It's honestly, I think, one of the most looked over positions in football. And I'd say we are very blessed for the Wheaton Academy kickers we've been blessed with over the years.
Absolutely. It's a game of inches. Honestly, it's going to be hard to rival. If you're Kyler Finnegan, it's going to be hard to rival how spoiled we were last year with Ethan Head.
I would say,
every single kickoff, it was going to the end zone, and every single attempt at the field goal,
it was going in the uprights, baby.
It was going in the uprights.
Love
we're going to take a little bit of a break. The national anthem is coming up very soon, so this would be a great time if you guys got to grab a snack to watch or a snack to eat during the game. This would be a great time to do it. If you want to grab a drink, go do it. Whatever you got to do to get ready for game time, which is going to be right at 7 o'clock, go ahead and do that now. We're going to be right up here in the booth waiting for you guys when you get back.
Baptist defensive starters. At safety, Max Bagwell. At safety, Adam Vessel. At corner, Ethan Dishman. At linebacker, Jarius Curry. At tackle, Calvin Baptiste. At linebacker, Bryce Butler. At defensive back, Jax Molt. At linebacker, Cash Harris. At end, Ray Gilbert. The other end, Enoch Lemus. Those are tonight's defensive starters for the Eagles. And now the starters from the Wheaton Academy offense. At quarterback, Nathan Downey. Running back, Brandon Peebles. Wide receiver, Zach Moravec. Wide receiver, Jack Klein. Wide receiver, Jake Weston. Wide receiver, Gino Spinelli. Tackle, Danny Garcia. Tackle, Wes Hansen. Guard, Hezzy Garcia. Guard, Jackson Fromm. And center, Jeremy Johanna. To begin our evening together, the Wheaton Academy football team wishes to honor members in our community through a tradition called the raising of the hammer. The Warrior football team symbol of excellence is a 35-pound Ukrainian-made iron ore hammer. Hammers make an impact that is the desire of every Warrior football player to make a profound and positive impact in their school, community, and throughout their life. In an annual tradition, the Warrior football program wishes to honor our community's first responders. Tonight, members of the West Chicago Police and Fire Departments represent the entire community of police officers, firefighters, paramedics, and EMTs, as well as emergency room medical professionals. Let us all give a hand and show our appreciation for our community's first responders. Let's raise the hammer to our first responders. you would please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for a moment of prayer, followed by the national anthem by Kate Oliva. Father, we thank you for today. We thank you for your Son, Jesus Christ, what he did for us on the cross and the salvation that we get because of that. Thank you for the game of football. We pray for the safety of the players and officials. Watch over them and keep them safe. May everything that is done and said tonight be glorifying to you. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. And now the national anthem, sung by Kate Oliva.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
All righty, welcome back to the live stream. Charlie Foley, I have some goosebumps right now after that national anthem by
Wheaton
Kate
Academy.
Oliva.
I'm not gonna lie.
Wheaton Academy, you better be rocking after that.
I'm a little flabbergasted if you ask me. Oh my goodness.
My goodness, if I didn't have
my.
chills right before this, I definitely do now. That was a crazy national
Hey
anthem.
Jacob,
right there.
you can say we got front row seats to that.
Yes, we did. I can confirm that. But
Yeah.
now we're gonna get back to some football after that great singing performance by Kate Oliva. So if you see her around, give her a give her a hug, man. That was
That was
incredible.
awesome.
That was incredible.
If you saw the entrance, Wheaton Academy watchers, that's pretty juiced.
That
I
was-
mean, I was getting a little pumped up here just seeing the band playing, the Warriors running out to the Y logo in the middle, and they're getting excited. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely, and we talked about one of our favorite things is watching the students run on the hill
Exactly.
over there. And we know I only counted 2 fall counters this year. Not too bad.
Honestly, I think last year was probably 10 or 12. They're
Yeah,
like bowling
there-
pins
yeah,
last
it
year.
was. It was
but
really
I will
bad last
say,
year.
this is the biggest thing I think that makes football different from other sports. They've been preparing for weeks, 6
Oh, yes,
weeks,
they
half
have.
of their summer, every single day, led up to this moment. Only 9 games. It brings so much more energy to the game, and I'm honestly very pumped, Jacob.
That's the difference. I play baseball, for those of you who don't know. We play 35 regular season games plus playoffs. You only play 9 games for football and then playoffs. So, I mean, there's just not a lot of time to mess around. You can't really throw away games.
You
got to have
be
a
locked
perfect
in
record.
from the gate. Locked in from the gate.
Absolutely. As in the backfield, we got Zach Moravec.
I will say one thing about Zach Morvek. He is one of the fastest kids you will ever meet.
Absolutely.
Let's see what he does here.
As that was quite the boot. It will go right to Zach Moravec. And the Warriors season has started just like that. And it looks like the line for the Warriors collapsed there as Zach Moravec did not get a lot of yardage on that play.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, he had to take it out because it didn't go to the end zone. But honestly, it could have been worse, but it could have been a lot better, I would say.
That's for sure. And game changer number 1 will be implemented here on the first play for the Warriors in this drive.
Nathan Downey, QB1. Let's see what this guy's got. He's got a big legacy to live up to, honestly,
Absolutely.
Jacob.
Absolutely.
Hopefully
and
that doesn't
regardless
make
of
him
how he
nervous.
plays, Nathan Downey, that's just got a ring to it. From a commentator's perspective, that is a fun name to say.
I will say I take a lot of classes with that kid. He's a fun guy to be around.
And he's going to hand it off to Brandon Keebles right off the bat, and it looks like he'll get 2 or 3 yards on that play.
Yeah, Brandon. I will say, very explosive kid. Him,
Very explosive kid.
If you guys just a little flex on Brandon real quick, he's hand cleaning like probably 265,
My
275.
goodness. Yeah, he is a strong guy in the weight room. And had a great pregame show with him earlier today. Just a really humble kid, really wants the best for this team. And, I mean, he said earlier today he does not care what his personal achievements are this year.
Yep.
That he
Great
wants to win a
captain.
state. He wants
Great
to
captain.
win a state championship, and he is a captain on this team this year.
Let's see. We have no running back in the backfield here.
See if Nathan Downey will start the throwing game. As
There we
he
are.
will pass it
Good
over to
throw.
Zach Morvek on the side.
Good
And a
moves.
great move by
Bang.
Zach Morvek, and then he is pounded.
I will tell you, this is going to be a year of Zach Morvek. I'm telling you, he is one of the shiftiest kids on the field, no matter if he's playing football, and he also plays lacrosse on the lacrosse team with me.
Absolutely. That was a tackle there by Max Bagwell. A great read there as he was able to collapse in after Zach Morvek absolutely broke some ankles. That was a nice move there. He's a shifty fella.
I will say, with the Second Baptist team, just by the looks off them, they look tough. They are not. Last year, Wheaton Academy went down and played a team in Texas, and that was a bloodbath to say the
He
least.
walked all over them last year, that's for sure.
I
But
feel
this
like-
Texas team is
yeah,
going to take it to
for
us
sure.
tonight. Nathan Downey decides to run it up the middle, but he will be clogged up and brought down, and it will be 4th and short.
This might be our first opportunity to see the new punter.
New Kyler Finnegan. We will see.
See how this kid's boot has been. He's, as I say, Wheaton Academy, he's been playing soccer and football. Had a game last night played, and is here on the football field. That is dedication.
Absolutely, and it looks like the Warriors are going to go for it on 4th down. It is a 4th and 1 situation,
Oh.
and while we're looking at it, look at these brand new, crispy-looking graphics on the bottom of your screen. I know Miss Burek of the sports broadcasting class, you know, she picked out some good ones, and we got that 1st down for sure, and the
Yep.
Warriors drive will continue.
Fellas, as Jacob said in the pregame, football is a game of inches.
Absolutely.
I thought that was a great call. I thought they were going to punt. I mean, that's risky. We're on our own, the 25-yard line there, but we went for it, and it worked out for
I
us
think
on
that
that
shows a lot of the confidence in this coaching staff and this Warriors offense. That
Yeah, I know.
the first drive of the year, it's a 4th and 1 situation. We're going for it.
Yeah, I was talking to Swider a little bit, and he was basically telling me, like, he's putting all of his faith in his players this year. He believes in every single one of them, and I think that's probably one of the biggest reasons why we might see success this year as a football program.
We got Brandon Keebles in the backfield. And Nathan Downey
Play
will
action.
roll out, throw downfield, and it
KJ.
is caught.
I told
Nicely
you guys,
done.
new transfer, KJ.
KJ Brooks with the catch there, first reception as a Wheaton Academy Warrior.
If you watch that, that is a beautiful route creating separation, guys. That's all in the footwork. That's countless amount of hours putting in on the ladder, working in the field, lifting. That's what it's all about, fellas.
Nathan Downey looks good. He looks comfortable back there.
I told you guys, he has been working his tail off. You see, that spiral was crisp. That footwork was perfect. Proud of Downey.
Yeah, he looks great out there. Downey's going to be a name to remember throughout this entire game, but he looks crisp. He looks comfortable back there.
I was talking to a couple guys. They think Downey could play D1 ball.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. Another guy that could do that kind of thing is Brandon Keebles, and he's going to get the ball and run right at the middle. He's going to be clogged and then brought down.
Told you. These Eagles are going to punch you in the mouth. They did not come here to mess around.
They do say everything is bigger in Texas, and there are a couple players on this Texas team who are a lot bigger than us on the Warriors. That's for sure.
We have two guys over at 6'8", about 300 pounds.
So, and those names for you guys to remember are number 78, R.J. Lee, 6'8", 325.
Let me add to you, going to Houston, something slight. Just
Something slight.
playing football at
Something
Houston,
slight.
3-star.
And then another man, one of his best friends I have heard, T.J. Walker, 6'4", 265 pounds.
Yeah, I heard TJ has a bunch of offers too. I heard he's only a junior. He's a senior, sorry. But he has a bunch of offers, and he's going to go somewhere someday. We might see these names later in life. Maybe we will. York.
Absolutely. Great timeout called there by Coach Johannick. Just wanted to settle the offense down a little bit as we got a 3rd and, I believe, a 2-yard situation. While we're looking at the field, Charlie, you're a senior this year.
I am.
How
Jacob.
are you enjoying the new Wheaton Academy renovations?
Man.
And I feel like there's a lot of pressure on the senior class this year with how established the school is now.
Yeah, let me tell you, it's different. It's very different. If you guys didn't know, for the past year, probably a year, maybe a couple months. There's been a lot of heavy construction, big project going on. We got it all new, including Studio 22, brand new. And I will tell you, it is awesome.
Absolutely.
We got the lunchroom new. We got a plethora of classrooms that are brand new, and I honestly think it's awesome. Now, for me being a senior, I think it's the same for me being a junior.
Absolutely.
I think it's the same responsibility. It's in the same building. Nothing's really changed.
That's a great way to look at it. You know, I'm a little jealous. For those of you who don't know, I graduated this past year, and I will be going to college this Monday. So this is my last hurrah here at the Wheaton Academy. I'm sure I'll be on the mic.
One last hurrah.
I'm sure I'll be on the mic at some point the rest of the semester. And it's going to be a little bit of a jet sweep there. Gino Spinelli, as he is brought down, and then his helmet comes off. Man, Charlie, you weren't kidding a few minutes ago when you said this Texas team's going to hit hard.
I told you guys, this is gonna be a fun one to tune into. I mean, we got players all over the field. We got helmets falling off. We got hits being laid. If you guys see, Brandon Strong, we had 6 guys pushing him back and back and back. This is gonna be a fun game to watch here tonight at Wheaton Academy.
As I was saying, though, I think you guys are gonna have quite the year with the new additions of the school, but also I think it seems like the responsibility is more right now for the senior athletes, just because there's a lot more going on campus, but it's just the same as it always is. Just do your best, give God the glory, and he's going to take care of the rest.
For sure,
As Kyler Finnegan will punt that one downfield, as that is quite a boot, and they're going to touch it right at the 2-yard line. What a kick by Kyler Finnegan.
That's a good way to start off. The boys are juiced for that one. Kyler's hitting a couple sellies over there.
Absolutely. Hey, if I was Kyler Finnegan and that was my first ever football kick, you kick it over the receiver's head on the other end, and then they pick it up at the 2-yard line, I'd probably be pretty fired up too.
Jacob, I got a question for you. Do you think Kyler's hitting that same selly in soccer? Think he's pumping his fist?
I think Kyler's running up to the corner, doing a little Ronaldo, see, and then he's going over to the fans.
Casual. That's just casual.
Casual.
We got what are we on the 2-yard line looking from the box here?
Warriors in good safety position here from the defensive side.
Well, that would be a way to start it off. Look at it. We got all these new transfers out on the field. Got Zach Morvek playing safety back there. Looking good.
As in the backfield, Casey Dunn, one of the quarterbacks, but also Cannon Toon is back there. So Casey Dunn is backing him up.
Yep.
And for those of you who don't know, Casey Dunn is Adam Dunn's son.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know, also quite the baseball player.
Yeah, I will say, if you guys didn't know, this is also for the Texas team's first game. Coming all the way down here to Illinois from your first game from Texas. They're probably, if I were them, I'd be juiced. This is their first game of the season, and you see the guys clapping while they're about to snap the ball, and I just think that's what it's all about, right, York?
Yep, absolutely. That rush was clogged up the middle. Great tackle there by Robert Grant, also known as Pank.
Woo,
the beast.
I call him Play Day Pank, baby.
Play Day Pank. Cannon Toon lining up here as they're going to not hand it off. He's got some space, and he's going to run it himself. And then go down. Nice tackle there by the Warriors.
I'm gonna be honest. That was a pretty good fake. I was looking the other way.
I was looking the other way. I thought he was gonna pass that off really quickly, as that was a great run there by, as I believe that was Cash Franz, or no, excuse me, that was Langston Davis.
Yeah, I would say we were watching him throw pregame. He throws some tight spirals, looking at like really good. Basically just back to the basics, everything. The 3-step drop back, 5-step drop look all up to par. He was throwing the ball well, and it was impressive in pregame.
Cannon Toon, a short pass on the outside, and that one is going to be incomplete.
You see, I'd be careful throwing it to KJ's side, man.
That's what I was going to say.
Careful.
KJ Brooks has some kind of attitude about him right now.
Nah, he plays like he's angry, and that's the best. All the best football players play like they're angry, and I'm going to be honest. If I'm catching the ball, that's the last person I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. KJ Brooks might not be the biggest guy, but, man, he's got some athleticism to him, and he has got a great attitude on the field.
Let's see it.
They're going to throw one more time. They're going to go to KJ Brooks' side, and KJ will wrap him up as he will be brought down there.
Yeah, we were wrapped up by KJ there, and then we got the finish tackle by London, both new transfers to the academy. I feel like even though they're transfers, they're fitting in with the team pretty well, wouldn't you say, York?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what we said in the pregame show was transfers are able to come in easy if the leadership is good. And it looks like the leadership is good tonight.
Yeah, I will say one of the biggest leaders, Brandon Keebles.
Absolutely.
Honestly. Second Baptist in the backfield. Another screenplay overthrown once again.
Overthrown.
I feel
Looks
like they're having a little trouble with
Cannon
that.
Toon. Cannon Toon looks a little bit jittery here in the first night. Going to try to settle in a
Man,
little
Cannon
more.
Toon's got too much of a cannon, dude.
Absolutely. He's overthrown
throwing
twice.
just darts, man.
So yeah, he just needs to settle down a little bit in the backfield. It looks like they're rushing their plays just a
Yeah,
little
they
bit on
are.
the
I mean,
offensive side.
honestly,
The defensive
though,
side, they look fantastic. They're
coming-
locking us up, but on the offensive side, it seems like they're rushing just a tick.
I will add, York, coming from a lacrosse standpoint, our lacrosse team travels all over the place to play. It's tough to play when you travel. You're sleeping in a hotel, which is not easy.
And great tackle there by Brandon Keebles, as he got in his face a little bit there off the rip. But my goodness, what a tackle there by Brandon Keebles.
That's what it's all about. I like that. I like that little edge. I'm saying, like, last year he stiff-armed a kid, and he looked at him right when he was on the ground. That's what it's all about.
Absolutely.
That's what it's all about. I like it. That's what I want to see out of these Warriors. Let's be respectful, right? But let's also have a little bit of fun when we make a big play.
Absolutely, we can have some fun. I love playing hard, not to the point, though, where you lose your character. Play as hard as you can while maintaining the best character.
I will say it is sometimes tough to keep your character, York, but you know.
Absolutely. And you play a pretty physical game of lacrosse. I'm sure it's a little harder for you than it might be for a baseball player.
Yeah, you know, if you're frustrated, maybe some controversial things would come out of your mouth, but you always got to rein it in.
Always got to rein it in. Cannon Toon will look upfield. He's going to make a big toss downfield, and it's going to be complete as he is knocked out of bounds. Great pass there.
Man,
and Beckett Lenhart, the receiver on that play. Great toss by Cannon Toon.
York, I wasn't lying when I said this boy got a cannon.
man.
Hey,
All the way to the 40.
that was a right in the pocket, beautiful throw. Hey, I will say some props I will give to both of these teams is the line. I feel like they never get enough props. Great blocking there by
He had
Second
all
Baptist.
kinds of time. He had all
Beautiful.
kinds of time. Cannon Toon, though, unleashing the beast.
See, got a little motion here.
Cannon Toon, short pass there over the top. As great tackle there by Styles. Nicely done. He had
I
a
think that was
man
actually
on
KJ.
him. Oh, yeah, KJ. My bad. KJ Brooks with the pass. I was thinking KJ in my head, and I said Styles, but my goodness, what a tackle there. He had a man on him with one arm, wrapped up the receiver, and able to bring him down.
Let me tell you, man, after the play, he was juiced. That's what I like to see. Getting juiced makes everybody else around you juiced.
Absolutely.
One of the biggest parts of any sport, in my opinion.
And
off
they're
here.
going to run it. And it looks like he's going to be brought down once again by Brandon Keebles.
Yeah, you know, they said, no, you ain't getting past this line of scrimmage. Beautiful tackle by the Warriors there.
Cash Harris was the receiver on the other play that KJ Brooks was
I
able
will
to bring
say,
him down.
if you see, guys, we haven't mentioned his name yet, but number 7 on the far right side, DK. DK. That play wouldn't have happened without him containing his edge.
Absolutely.
Beautiful play.
He is a specimen of an athlete, Charlie.
I will tell you guys, about 6'3", probably faster than any person you'll ever meet. Yeah, he's a force. He's a force.
Cannon Toon looking downfield one more time, and that almost was picked off.
I'm not going to lie. If that was me, I would have hit that kid so hard.
I would have hit that kid hard. I would not
But
have been able to
that's
have
what I'm talking about, respect.
Restraint and
Restraint and respect with Charlie Canaris there.
You know, some would say the greatest movie of all time, Karate Kid. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about restraining, you know?
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Jacob. I don't think anyone's ever said that's the
Yeah.
best movie of all time. But yeah, right.
Shout out Karate Kid fans. I don't think it's the best movie of all time, but I know someone out there is watching thinking, wow, Karate Kid, that is one great movie. Cannon Toon under pressure.
Oh, good
He's able to
mobility.
scramble and get the pass off. Nicely
Wow.
done by Cannon Toon.
Wow. Cannon, if you listen to this later, that was pretty beautiful.
That was
I can't
beautiful,
lie.
my friend.
Avoided 3 Wheaton Academy Warriors. That should have been a sack. Got the playoff. Almost a first down. We did get a first down. We're moving the chains here. That's crazy. That was probably one of the best plays we might see all night, Jacob, here only in the first quarter.
Yeah, that was a great play. That was a great play by Cannon Toon. Great patience, able to move around and still get the throw off without making a risky play.
Yeah, we're on the backfield here.
Cannon Toon downfield as his receiver wasn't quite ready for the ball.
I'm not going to lie. We lucked out on that
We
one.
lucked out
He
on
was
that one. Zach
naked.
Moravec was chomping at the bits, though, ready to hit him.
Yeah, but that kid was naked. I'm not going to lie. He was so open. That was a little scary. The Warriors look like they're struggling a little bit in coverage here. I don't know what's going on. They might be running nickel or something because it's not looking right. To me, at least, from seeing the defense last year, I feel like there's a little bit of confusion going on in the backfield. York, do you see the same thing as me?
Charlie, we're moving really quick in this game. After this play, I want to bring attention to that beautiful sunset. As Cannon Toon will be wrapped up. Nicely done there by the Warriors, able to clog him down. Couldn't quite see who got the tackle on that one. as I believe it was Jeremy Johannick who got the tackle on that one.
Maybe
Nicely
looked like
done.
Garcia too in there.
Garcia got in there. Jamie Johannick definitely in there, but nicely done by the Warriors. But yeah, man, look at that sunset.
Hey, York, I will tell you, man, I'm very colorblind. I can't tell you what the sky looks like, but I'm
looks
sure it looks
beautiful.
awesome.
Visually, I will tell you, it looks amazing back there,
Man,
Charlie.
thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
I'm very glad you told me that.
You can look up there. There's a little bit of yellow, a little bit of pink off to the left, and now you can visualize it in your head.
Sure, it's beautiful. I'm sure.
It is beautiful.
Another snap here by Second Baptist.
As Cannon,
Another handoff.
and they'll hand it
Oh,
off
wow.
upfield. As looks like they slipped a little bit on that play. As that was Langston Davis, the running back. Looked like he spun his wheels a little bit on that one.
I will tell you, York, playing lacrosse here, I'm very blessed to be able to practice on this field because it is not an easy field to get grip on.
No, it's not.
Constantly changing direction. I'm a big fan of changing direction. Sometimes it's slippery, so
It is really slippery.
That's what we'll
sometimes.
say.
And
It
what's
does
nice
give-
about this field, though, is I believe next year we're getting all new turf. So after me and you are gone, they're getting new turf.
no, perfect.
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 Never heard anything better.
Yep, that's the best news I've heard all day. Snap by Second Baptist.
Cannon 2 downfield to the end zone. And it is caught.
Oh, my
There
goodness.
is a flag on the
Oh, my
field,
goodness.
and it is a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. Touchdown by number 2, Beckett Lenhart. That was a catch of all catches and a throw of all throws by Cannon Toon.
Beckett.
Touchdown, Eagle.
Hey, Beckett. You just put that boy in math class. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
Hey.
Beckett Lenhart.
I told y'all Wheaton Academy, tonight is going to be a fun game to watch. See, that's a very talented DB guarding him. And he
Absolutely.
made that catch.
Are you sure that was Beckett Lenhart and not Randy Moss out there? Because he got up on that one.
I'm going to say, it didn't even sell him, man. That seemed like a regular day thing for him.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice.
Let's see if their kickers match up with our kickers with that beautiful punt by Kyler earlier. Let's see if he can put it through the uprights.
And almost blocked there.
Beautiful.
But Zach Morovic couldn't quite get a hand on it, and the Warriors will trail 7-0. The Eagles get an early lead.
Hey, Swider looks angry.
Swider's ready to go. Swider's getting on his defense.
Honestly,
Yeah, he's animated right now.
Honestly, I think that's one of the best things about Swider and this football team is the brotherhood. They're going to be angry at each other for making that play, but no one is tearing anybody down. They're going to pat each other on the back and say, get the next play.
Absolutely. I played for Swider over the last 4 years, and I've been have had the privilege to be up here in the box and just watch how he coaches the game. And not only is he an intense coach, but man, he does know what he is doing. He knows the game of football. He loves the game of football. He has that same energy and tenacity on the baseball field when he's coaching, but he loves this game and he loves this school even more.
For sure. I mean, I always see Swider. He's drawing up plays. So I have a question for you, York. Do you think Swider played Madden growing up?
Oh, I'm sure he did. He might not have even played it growing up, but he definitely plays it now with his boys at home, I'm
Man,
sure.
I see Swider sometimes. He's drawing plays. It looks like he's doodling. I can't lie.
And maybe he got him off that Madden playbook. He could have.
Maybe. I hope not,
You
but
think
maybe.
he's playing the NCAA 25?
Academy back to receive.
I think his kids are playing it.
All right, so
I think he's
even
watching
even
it.
if he doesn't, Charlie, the important question is, do you play NCAA
dude.
25?
Duh. Come on, dude.
Who's your team? Who's the team?
Man, I made a My Player, whatever it's called, a Dynasty, not Dynasty, whatever. My Player, my guy's so gross. Dude, the shiftiest.
Who's he playing for?
Shiftiest guy I've ever met. I think he plays for like Ball State.
A little bit of a squib kick as it will go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line.
Onside kick attempt.
Interesting
Ball's out of
kickoff there.
bounds.
I'm going to be honest.
Penalty marker on the play.
I did not expect that coming from Second Baptist, but, you know, they did have 15 coaches.
The way
so they
he
definitely
lined
got a
up,
game
the
plan
way he
going.
lined up on the first kick made it seem like they were going to do an onside kick as well then. And then the way he ran up to that one, I was almost sure it was coming, and just not greatly executed by the special teams there. The kick was great. The kick was fantastic. It was
honestly.
just their players got in the way and didn't let Wheaton Academy have the opportunity to even touch the ball.
Yeah, exactly. I will say props to all the kickers out here. It's not easy learning how to kick a football. It's not like it's not a circle, man. You got to figure out where to kick it.
How far do you think your farthest field goal you could make, Charlie?
Probably like
That's question of the night.
saying like 65-yarder.
65-yarder?
Probably.
Are we talking like you get one kick?
Yep.
You think you're making a
maybe
65
maybe even 70. I mean,
my
I got a
goodness.
boot on me.
My goodness.
Come on now. How about you,
Folks,
York?
you're going to
How about
hear
you,
a
York?
lot of
Like,
truth from the box tonight. I can assure you that statement right there is a lie.
York, you're kicking it 7 yards or what?
I've kicked before one through the uprights from the 15-yard line. That's probably the most I can do.
Dang, dude, they should sign you.
I don't think so. I don't think so. 15 yards, dude, that's not That's not going to do it.
That's
Nathan
it.
Downey looking
There
downfield
we
to
go.
Gino Spinelli. As great catch there by Gino.
complete to Spinelli.
The throw was a little bit low there from Downey.
Yeah.
A little low, but Gino did a great job catching it in stride and spinning around and getting a couple yards on
And
the
I'm
stick.
really hoping that this Wheaton offense really picks it up. I will say I don't want to be a hater, but I was a little disappointed in that first drive.
A little bit disappointed.
I was.
Folks,
Guys,
you heard
I'm
it here
sorry
first.
for all my Wheaton Academy fans watching. I was a little disappointed. Were you disappointed?
So, I wasn't disappointed. It's the first drive of the year, man. You got to be a little bit gracious, and I think the Warriors are going to come away with a touchdown. But right what I was about to ask is, Charlie, my first ever partner was Mr. Matt Hockett, who used to be the sports broadcasting teacher here, and something that we always did during soccer games
Okay.
was we would make some bold predictions throughout the game.
Oh.
So I want your click to pick who's scoring a touchdown on this drive. What player is going to run the ball into the end zone?
I'm saying.
Nathan Downey under
Oh, wow.
pressure.
Good play down.
And he's going to be
Good
off.
Downey. Yep.
He's running down the field, and he will be brought down
Yep.
past the 50-yard line. Great job by Nathan Downey.
York, you were knocking on his mobility at the start of the game. Now,
I wasn't knocking on
Ah.
it. I was just saying he has a better arm than he does mobility. But my goodness, Nathan Downey must have heard me from down on the field
Man,
and proved me wrong there.
Downey just said, "Hey, I'm Lamar Jackson." Or, I mean, he just hit a juke. I'm gonna be honest.
Justin Fields, some would say. Some of the Chicago people would like Justin Fields when he was good.
I've never seen Downey run that fast.
I've never seen Downey run that fast. He was moving.
Yeah.
You think you could have caught him?
Yeah. Come on.
It'll
But
be a
my
first
bold
and 10
prediction
situation.
is right before that beautiful run, it's gonna be KJ down at the 1 yard line, Downey in the end zone.
Okay.
What about you, York?
As that one's going to be
That's
passed off
London's
and brought down.
first-
London LaFleur.
First handoff all year, first carry for the kid.
Not bad.
Not
Gets
bad.
a
Not
couple
shabby. Not
yards.
shabby. I will say, York, give me your prediction, dude. What do you think is gonna happen?
My prediction, I think Nathan Downey, he's going to roll out to the right side, and he is going to find, or my apologies, the left side, and he's going to find Gino Spinelli in the end zone.
Okay.
And
See,
if it's not Gino Spinelli, Brandon Keels will run in his
okay,
first
I
touchdown.
like
of the
that
year.
prediction, but honestly, what I think is more important, who's gonna have the best celly?
Ooh. I know the Warriors have got some good sellers.
I mean,
in
Kyler
there.
Finnegan's
Tyler
already up there
Finnegan's
with that
up there.
triple
Kyler
fist bump,
Finnegan is
dude.
up
That
there.
was sweet.
Triple fist bump from a kicker that's hard to do. Nathan Downey looking downfield, doesn't have a lot of options,
Yep.
and it'll be London. He's running up the field. He's able to block a tackle and stay on his feet, and then he will run out of bounds right around the 20-yard line. Nicely done.
Hey.
London LaFleur, there's
Hey.
that celly you were talking about.
I told you. Character.
Character, man.
I asked London. I think I also asked KJ before the game. I said, "What's your celly gonna be?" They said they got a brainstorm. Hey, London,
London came out
you
with
lived
that
up
one.
to it, man. You lived up to it. I know he definitely looked that up on TikTok, though. You ain't slick. He ain't slick.
As the kids say these days, plus 100 or on that one.
Wow.
Keeping up with the lingo. Come on, Charlie.
Yeah.
As we'll get ready to go as it's a 1st and 10 situation once again.
Yeah, that was good. That was a really good play by London. I really liked his wheels there. Hand off to Brandon Keebles, I think.
As Brandon Keels was the running back on that play as he gained a few yards for the Warriors.
We'll say our running backs are gritty. They will put their shoulder down and they will run. Got the end of the first quarter coming here. What do you think about the first quarter, Jacob?
Second down and 4
I think
for
both teams look strong. It's going to be a barn burner all night long. The Warriors are going to have to find the house on this drive is my prediction because I think the Eagles are going to come right back with, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
Cannon on the other side's got a cannon, so they got to watch out.
Cannon. York, let me tell you, I think the biggest thing about the game is our social media.
Absolutely follow us on social media at Wheaton Academy or at The Real Watt TV on Instagram and Wheaton Academy Facebook. That was a great segue there, Charlie. Nicely done.
Yeah, but I was going to say the most important thing I think is going to be game possession this game. I mean, I think both of these offenses are both electric, and it's going to be tough to beat both these teams. So I think the people that chew a lot of clock out of the game clock and really put it in the end zone and being consistent all game, I think are going to come away with this one.
Absolutely. While we got a break here, let's shout out our cheerleaders. They're doing a great job showing out in their first game of the year.
Yeah, they've been working hard. I know they got a new head coach a couple years ago. Man, I will say coming in freshman year and coming in now, obviously being a senior, cheer team's a lot different. I'd say a lot better coached.
They've been doing a great job. They've grown. They're getting better just like every other team.
Okay, yeah. York, question. Let's
Yeah.
stray away from football a little bit. You
All
know,
right.
guys, Jacob York, baller on the baseball field, going to play baseball in college. York, what would you say the biggest thing is mentally for you when you're playing baseball? Because I think
mentally-
football is a big mental game as well.
Absolutely. Mentally for baseball, here's the difference between baseball and football. Baseball is a very one-on-one sport. I'm batting, I got to face the pitcher. Football is there's 11 players on the field
Yeah.
at a time for
Yeah.
each team.
I like that.
So staying mentally confident all the time. When you step in that batter's box, who's the best hitter on the planet? I mean, most people would say Aaron Judge. I mean, he's going to
Yeah,
hit 60
yeah,
home
yeah.
runs this year. But no, when you step in that box, you are the best hitter on the planet. Let's get back to
would
football.
agree.
As Gino Spinelli is going to run through and get a couple yards on that jet sweep there by the Warriors.
I will
But as
say-
I was saying, so staying confident all the time in baseball is key. Be confident where you know your abilities and you know you're a talented player, but be
Yeah.
humble enough to learn from your mistakes.
Yeah, I would agree with you, Jacob. I mean,
You don't play baseball, but
I
I
don't
think
play
I
baseball.
think it sounds
Third down and
sounds
one.
realistic.
Yeah, when I play lacrosse, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be as cocky as possible. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. But the
love
reason
it.
I do that is because it gives you confidence.
Gives you
and
confidence.
A non-confident player is not gonna be the best player on the field.
Absolutely. After this play, I'll show you. I'll give you my tip for confidence for everybody watching.
Love it, Jacob.
Nathan Downey passes it off to Brandon Keebles. He's going to spin off a tackle, stay on his feet, and grab a couple extra yards.
That was wrapped up by a
Finally, right
plethora
now.
of Eagles. I don't know if we can really say who got that tackle,
Yeah.
but I'm telling you, just they're gonna
It's going to
chew
move
off
the
clock.
chains. It's going to move the chains. It'll be a first down for the Warriors. But as I was saying, my key to confidence, I have a couple different things. And shout out Maroon Platoon on the screen right there. Got to
yeah.
give them a shout out. But as I was saying, a couple of different things
First
that help
and
me.
10 from the
First of all,
11.
music helps me a lot. Listening to positive, encouraging music before the
Yeah.
games really helps me. A lot of country music, Charlie. A lot of
Really
country music.
interesting,
Yeah.
interesting, York.
Number 2, find something I'm confident and comfortable with.
Okay,
Confidence comes from being comfortable.
interesting.
Obviously, you don't want to be, lax. You don't want to be stable enough where you can't make a change. Nathan
Yeah, you don't
Downey
wanna
rolling
be
out as he's going to throw it, and nicely done there. Great catch there. What
That
a catch
is
there by
DK.
DK.
I told you he's playing tight end on offense. That person on the ground that he just hit is probably hurting.
Yeah,
He is probably
he laid,
hurting.
he laid the shoulder on that one.
As
Nicely
some
done.
say, if you see TikTok, they say CTE, boom. Like, that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Like, that
Charlie,
probably
look
hurt.
at you keeping up with the lingo as well.
You know, I've done my fair share of research before the game. You know,
Absolutely.
lock it in.
Yeah, you're keeping up with the lingo as well. We're both doing our jobs up here. We love to see it.
I will say, should we get a touchdown for the Warriors?
I think it's about to be my first touchdown call of the year for the Warriors. As we'll be rammed up the middle and brought down. Nicely done there by the Eagles defense. As we'll have a bit of a scrum there.
Yep, that's what I like to see.
London LaFleur. We like to see that. We like to see the intensity.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In lacrosse, if I ever get hit, I'm getting up and getting in your face. I'm gonna be honest.
So if you're a lacrosse player in the state of Illinois and you happen to play Wheaton Academy, lay the hammer on Charlie Foley. You're gonna get some
Oh
attention.
yeah, the best thing about any sport is getting juiced. In my opinion, it takes your mind off of everything. That's the best part about sports. And if you get hit, you better hit back. If you know
Charlie,
what I'm
I
saying.
feel bad for you that you can't see this amazing sunset behind the field.
I know. I feel bad for myself. We're getting a let's go Downey by the Maroon Platoon
Nathan
right now.
Downey looking into the end zone.
Oh.
That throw is to Gino Spinelli, and my prediction is correct, as it is a 7-6 ball game. The Warriors will get their first touchdown of the season. It looked like that one was going to be a little bit of a floater. It could have been intercepted. I think the ball slipped out of
I'm not gonna
Downey's
lie.
hand a little
My
bit.
heart dropped real quick, but hey, touchdown's a touchdown. I will say, Gino Spinelli, if you watch this, that was the worst celly I have ever seen. Gino,
My goodness.
you just scored the first
You're
touchdown of the year. Boy, get juiced.
You're slandering our own players, Charlie.
Nah, I will say, money grab though. That was almost
Money grab,
That
money
was
grab.
that was almost as good as the grab in the first quarter by the Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say though, the
Gino
guys
got
came to
up
play
there.
today. I think, well, pregame. If you were, I know you guys didn't see pregame, but the guys here probably saw both of the teams were working. The receivers were catching routes, getting their hands right, and I think that comes into a huge play when they're running those go routes in the end in the end zone. There.
Absolutely, and I think for both teams right now, the coaches got to be taking into account the cornerbacks from both teams and the safeties aren't doing a great job.
No, I don't
They're
think so
slow.
at all.
They're
But
slow right
I
now.
think
From
both-
both sides. From both
for
sides.
both sides, our DBs and our safeties need some work, but on both sides of the ball, countering that, our D line for Wheaton Academy and our D line for the Eagles are absolutely playing fundamental football, and they're not getting a lot of yards on the ground here. So it might be a passing game. We might see this tonight. Jacob.
Absolutely, and Kyler Finnegan with his first field goal
Kyler
attempt. Extra point attempt.
Finnegan.
My apologies.
Uh-oh.
He does kick with his left foot, by the way.
I told him before this, if he misses, if it's his first field goal, I'm going to make a lot of fun of him. So we better not miss. We got a false start there. Did you see that? Yep.
I did see that. Did see that.
A false start on the Eagles. Honestly, there's a false start. That's a couple yards up. I might consider it go for 2.
You might need to go for it there.
I might consider going for 2 here.
Might need to. Kyler Finnegan will stay out there ready to go. I don't know what that was, Charlie, but it didn't sound good. A little bit of technical malfunctions there.
A little bit of technical difficulties there, but it's all right.
As Kyler Finnegan will wind up here for the extra point. And it is good and into the parking lot off a car. Nicely done. That's some Ethan Head territory back there.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to a new guy on the mic today on PA. I want to give a shout out to Mr. Cozy.
Yes, sir.
Really
Mr.
working
Matt
hard.
Cozy.
Over to my right. Super pumped to do this. Not going to lie, he was really nervous.
Absolutely. You know,
Really
I met Mr. Cozy last year. He taught advanced communications class. He's just got a great background in communications. Did a little bit of play-by-play commentary for the Iowa Colonels up there, minor league baseball team, and then taught communications for us. And then also, fun fact, little Wheaton Academy history right here. He has the #1 Cubs podcast in the world.
He does.
He does. It's a little known fact. So if you guys are Wheaton Academy fans, you guys know Mr. Matt Cozy, go check out Locked On Cubs on YouTube.
Yeah, I know. He was talking about it in class the other day. Sounds awesome. I mean, it's not easy to get those opportunities, so kudos to him for taking that full storm and really working
Charlie,
hard.
we did a podcast a couple years back about Wheaton Academy Warriors podcast.
We did. What was it?
Do you remember the name?
I can't tell you. We did like one episode for
We
class.
did one episode for
What was it,
class.
like the draft class or something?
The draft class. Oh my goodness, Charlie Foley.
Yeah, casual.
Who knew he was a brainiac, man?
Hey, if you guys had to guess, I was the star.
He was the star. So basically, we'll break down the podcast real quick. We both make our top 10 lists.
Yep.
Of sports moments that happened throughout the week,
moments.
and they brought in a special guest to judge who had a better list. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure the one episode we aired, pretty sure I took it home, Charlie.
Listen, I told the podcast, I told everybody I took it easy on him. I felt bad for him, honestly. So I know it's tough sometimes, going against me. So I took it easy on him.
Hey, maybe we'll have to run it back sometime.
I want to see how far can Kyler Finnegan kick this boot compared to Ethan Head.
Absolutely. I mean, Ethan Head was kicking it through the uprights from time to time.
Yeah. Let's see. And it's a boot.
As that's a
Line drive here.
low screamer. And just short. Oh, it did roll through the end zone. Man, it looked like it snuck out right at the 1 yard line.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought that went to the end zone. I'm not gonna lie, York. But I think. What do you think? Honestly, what do you think about that rule that if the ball goes out of bounds, there's a flag?
I think it's good. You got to kick it in fair territory.
I think that's fair.
Same thing in baseball. If you hit a ball down the line, foul, it's do-over.
That's fair. I think personally,
and it's not a terrible penalty.
I'm not no big football player, but I think that the ball should be able to be kicked out of bounds.
Really?
I do. I feel like there's not a lot of safeties that happen in football. You know how many more opportunities there would be for just 2 points on the board? That's a game changer. Let's say, for example, this is where I think it comes most in play. It's overtime, or like a team is down by 1, they just score a touchdown, they got to get the ball back, right? They can just kick it right at the 1 yard line. Easier said than done.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then just get a tackle, get a safety, and they're winning the ball game.
That would be some smart football.
Instead
you're
of
not
kicking an onside kick, and I will say, guys, onside kicks, it's easy in Madden, not easy on the actual field. So, I don't know.
You know, Charlie, you were gassing me up earlier about playing some college baseball. You're going to be a college lacrosse player in about a year.
I am. I'm super
How
excited.
pumped and excited you are.
I am. I think the biggest thing was just me finally completing my dream. I mean, my whole life I wanted to say, I'm playing Division I lacrosse, and I'm very excited I'm doing that. But, what I would say is the real work starts now for me.
Absolutely.
The easy part was committing. The hard part is now going to be actually getting on the field and seeing time over there. So
now, this will be the real test for Kyler Finnegan, how far he can kick this one. It's going to go a decent ways. It's going to be caught right at the 10-yard line. And the Eagles will rush up the field. Warrior special teams able to bring him down. Nicely done
Tackled
there.
by a plethora of Warriors there. Hey, I will say Kyler, not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad.
You know who made one of those tackles?
Who?
DK.
DK. Love that kid, dude.
Nicely done.
I'm telling you guys, he's going to be one of the biggest players to watch in Wheat Academy football this year. He's someone to be messed with. Anyways, Jacob, what do you think's going to happen on this this drive here?
From their own 26.
Sorry, Charlie, can you repeat yourself?
Sorry, I said, what do you think's going to happen on this drive here the last time?
I think the Warriors are going to have an interception on this drive. Just my opinion there.
Let's see Cannon, he's back.
And oh my goodness, huge hit there by KJ Brooks, and there's the
Watch the
cellar
replay,
you were
watch the
talking
replay.
about.
Leveled by Brooks.
Hey, watch out.
Boom!
Hey,
Here comes the boom.
I will say that, yeah, he just got fooled like a lawn chair. I feel bad for that kid, man. I'm sorry.
He
I'm
got
sorry.
folded like
I'm
a
sorry.
lawn chair. You heard it
I'm
here
sorry.
first, folks.
If we see a number 55, Pank.
Dude,
Play
another
day,
great
Pank,
leader.
Second
the
down
most
and 8.
confident player on this field. Probably why he's one of the best. Telling you, confidence is everything.
Confidence is key.
Coming off the line here.
And
I will
there
say,
be a
if you
false start, I
guys
believe.
look at number 78, if we see here those two linemen right there, those big guys, those are guys that you need to look out for. Pank and the D line are having a really, really hard matchup today. I mean, these guys are huge.
Number 77, Culinati Zabaya, also known as Tip. He's a fan favorite. He is a fun, energetic, loving guy. He had some great moments for us up in the booth last year. Actually, we had a blocked kick last year.
Really?
A blocked punt. And Culinati Zabaya took it in the end zone for his first ever touchdown. Probably his last, but
Probably. Nah, I think he's scoring like 100-yarder this year.
Really?
Probably running. I'm just kidding. Anyways, snap by the Eagles.
They look downfield, almost picked off there. And KJ Brooks will strangle him to the ground.
Ewing's pass
I will say, man, KJ is making some good tackles, man. I'm pretty impressed with how he's playing. I think that it's tough coming in, playing with a brand new team. You can be really nervous, wrapped up every time, laying his shoulder into people's kneecaps, playing really good football. Today,
London
I will
LaFleur
say.
almost picked that one off there for the Warriors. I almost had my prediction right again. I did get my prediction right on the Geno Spinelli touchdown.
Halfway, right? You said he was going to roll out.
He rolled out a little bit. Not really. He took a couple steps in the right direction.
Took like one step to the right.
Yeah, you're not lying, but I don't even think he was the intended receiver. I think the ball slipped out of
think he
his
was
hands
either.
a little bit. And London
And-
LaFleur not able to take him down, and he is still on his feet, and they're going to run downfield now.
I'm not going to lie. This kid's good.
This kid knows what he's doing. That's Cannon Toon, and he's
I was watching him. I was watching him throw the ball pregame, and I was like, yeah, this kid's legit.
He's legit.
This kid's legit.
Yeah, we were standing down there pregame, chatting it up with the Eagles coaching staff. They were some nice guys.
I want to say that he's younger.
Cannon Toon,
Yeah, he's a junior.
He's a junior.
6'4".
and his backup's a freshman. They got a young team. That's
Yeah.
one of the things that their coach was talking about. They
Yeah,
got
he
a
was saying most of their
really
best players young.
team.
I will say for Cannon here, being a junior, playing like this against some top talent in Illinois, he's got a bright future in front of him.
Absolutely. As that one's handed off to the right side, and a big hit once again by KJ Brooks. Man, that kid is a
Davis, the
stud.
ball carrier.
Yeah, he's shaking his head. He's like, not in my house.
Let's look at the replay here. And he slips by one, and then KJ able to level him, take out the legs. Nicely
Brooks
done.
and Johannick on the tackle.
I will say Langston Davis, running back for the Eagles, he runs hard.
He does run
He
hard.
runs hard. And, hey, that's all you can do. All you can do as a running back, you get hit, you're going to get beat up, just keep running. So props to him, props to the Eagles. Really, really well-coached team, I'd say. Really well-coached team.
Absolutely. We have 6 minutes left here in the second quarter before halftime. Still 7-7 a ball game. Cannon Toon will fake the pass, as
Good
that one
tackle.
will go off to Langston Davis once again, and great tackle there by the Warriors.
Tackle there by London. Telling ya, he's a good player, guys. He's really strong. If you guys see him in the hallways, big kid. Don't want to mess with him. I'll tell you that. Do not want to mess with him, York.
Don't want to mess with him. Don't want to mess with him. Let's talk about big
Wheaton
number
Academy, third down.
78, R.J. Lee. He is holding down the defense.
Yeah, as
He's
I
holding
said
down
earlier,
the offense, I should say.
going to Houston. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be honest. I would not want to see him.
They pass it off once again, and Brandon Keebles brings him to the down with a little help from Jeremy Johannick. And great sportsmanship there by Brandon Keebles as he helped him up right after he tackled him down. He says, I'm going to put you on the ground. I'm going to help you back up. Little blindside action there.
He said, I'm going to put you down and pick you up.
Hey, another Another sports movie reference. That's a little bit of a Blind Side I see there. You remember the Blind Side?
Oh,
You should know?
Blindside. What's the guy's name? What's the big guy's name? Oh, whatever. But great movie.
Great movie.
Great movie.
What's your favorite sports movie of all time?
Remember the
Charlie
Titans.
Ford? Remember the Titans.
Hey, ain't no mountain high enough. Best song in the movie.
Best
I'll tell you
song.
that right now.
Yeah, that's
And
it.
I know everyone watching that is agreeing with me.
I think there's 3 clear favorites for best sports movies of all time. Remember the Titans.
Yeah, that's one.
Miracle on Ice.
Okay, yeah, fair.
And Moneyball.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what Moneyball
Oh
is.
my goodness, Charlie Fillets. This one will be punted downfield. Gino Spinelli. It's going to bounce right to him and go in the end zone. Great patience there by Gino Spinelli.
Another good punt, man.
Punt
This
rolls
this
Great
punters
punt.
came to play.
Kickers came to play, that's for sure tonight. But yeah, I think those are the 3. Man, you've never seen Moneyball.
Dude.
Charlie, I'm disappointed in you.
I'm gonna
man.
be honest.
It is a baseball movie.
I know. I'm gonna be honest, York. I don't watch baseball movies, man. I'm gonna be honest, man.
It's going to be
Baseball.
hard for us to
Baseball.
continue the rest
Baseball
of the night,
bores
Charlie.
me, man. I'm gonna be honest. Hey, I love you, but like,
That's tough. That's tough. Hey, but for those of you guys watching the live stream, give us a couple chats in the live chat box. What is your favorite sports movie? What's your favorite sports movie? And we'll see who
and
comes
is
out.
it? And if it's baseball, what should I do?
I think you should apologize to the entire
All
baseball
right.
community.
Listen. If there's more than 3 baseball votes in this chat box, I will say an apology.
All right,
But I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say it. I'm not gonna mean it.
Oh.
But I'll say it.
So you're not a man of your word, is what you're saying.
Not with baseball, no.
All right. Nathan Downey will look
Oh,
downfield.
got a
There is
flag
a
on-
flag on the play as he is going to send it downfield, and it was almost picked off, too. That was a lot of chaos there and almost a big-time interception.
Yeah, so that kind of made me nervous, Jacob.
It made me very nervous, Charlie. That made me very nervous.
I can't lie to you. My stomach dropped right there.
It looked a little bit like Nathan Downey was a little bit panicked and decided to
This
just
is
throw
my
the
worry
ball.
about Downey. He doesn't have a lot of experience. A quarterback like that we saw in the past might have scrambled a little bit more to the right, just thrown it out of bounds. Seeing that no receivers were open and seeing that there was a lot of pressure in the backfield. But Downey's going to learn.
He is
First
gonna
game.
learn.
Listen, even though we only have 9 games for the Warriors, it's a lot more than you guys think.
Absolutely.
A lot of plays.
There's a lot of time to grow
Lot
in
of
those
plays.
9 games, and you grow from week to week. You have so many practice days in between games.
Exactly. And these guys practice every day for a long time. Long time. And I think it's all going to come together soon. As it already is coming together, but
It definitely is.
together more every single day. Brick
Second
by
and 10
brick.
situation. Nathan Downey, short pass over the middle. Great job there. And then a nicely done by the
Canaris.
Warriors. Yeah, that was Charlie Canaris
Yeah,
getting his
Canaris.
first reception of the year.
Downey to Canaris.
Good catch, Canaris. Good play. Good little juke there.
Nicely
Hey,
done.
he's a good little player. He's a little shifty kid. He reminds him and Spinelli to me are very similar. Very similar players.
Absolutely.
Both fast guys. We haven't seen, you know who we haven't seen, another new kid for football this year is Jack Klein. He's gone to
Jack
school
Klein.
here all 4 years. He's been dealing with a lot of injury, but he hasn't gotten a reception yet, but look out for him because he's a good athlete as well.
Number 9, Jack Klein. Look out for him.
Number 9, Jack Klein.
As second and long situation, my apologies.
Downey's pass
As-
incomplete.
Looking at that replay there, it looked like the receiver got hit before
Yeah.
the ball was
For the
thrown.
Warriors.
As the refs are going to discuss it, I believe.
See if we can get a replay here.
Coaches all over the refs on that one. Wheaton Academy coaches, that is.
Would that be a pass interference if it happens, or would the ball not go past the line of scrimmage? I don't know.
I'm not exactly
Looks like
sure.
no call on the
No
play.
call on the play, so
wait,
now
there
it's
is.
a third down.
Is there a call on the play? I don't even know.
I'm confused.
I'm confused too, Jacob.
I didn't see a flag,
But they just moved the ball up.
but they moved the ball up. So I'm a little bit lost, but you know what?
and
We're gonna play
the third
football.
line, the third down marker is not matched up with the ball. So
Yeah, I'm a little bit
a
confused.
little bit of
but
miscommunication.
Nathan
here.
Downey, huge throw downfield, and it's overthrown. And now a flag on the field, a little bit of a late hit.
There is a penalty marker on the field.
Looks like
And Zach Morvek
Did he get
a
hit
little
late there?
animated. He got late hit and then a little animated in the face of the opponent.
I like that. I like how Zach's talking. Yeah, I will say, I hear Zach on the lacrosse field sometimes. Even though I'm locked in, I laugh sometimes. He says some of the goofiest stuff to opponents. He probably said something crazy.
He's a funny guy.
Oh, dude.
Zach
Don't
Morvek
even
is
get
such a
me
funny
started,
guy.
dude. He's such a goof. If you guys ever see Zach Morvek, you'll say one sentence and you can't take the kid seriously. But, you know, that's what I like about him. Really easy to talk to. Great friend. Great athlete. Anyways, Jacob, you talking any trash on the baseball field?
You know, a little bit. Sometimes when you play some rivalry opponents like St. Francis, you can get a little chippy.
What's her go-to chirp?
Go-to chirp. I think my most proud chirp that I have was this year. I said, "Who's laughing now?" after hitting a home run against St. Francis because they've beaten us the last couple times.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah. That's a good one. I'll give it to you. That's a good one.
yeah, that was my.
That's fair.
That was mine.
You ever charge the mound?
No, not personally.
I think I
I've broken up. I'm more of a peacemaker, actually, and that's saying something because I used to play hockey, so I got in my fair share of fights
That's fair.
on the hockey field. And my goodness, I will say that there definitely was a little bit of chippiness in the hockey, and then I brought that to the baseball field as that's a great pitch over to Brandon Keebles as he's going to get wrapped up. Looked like a horse collar.
Looked like a horse collar or a face mask there. Looking at the replay here.
Second down and 10.
Absolutely. So, yeah, I mean,
No,
definitely there's
actually.
been some chippiness on the baseball field. My good buddy Hudson Williams, me and him had a couple great conversations with some intensity. I'll put it that way.
I think chippiness is what sports is all about.
Absolutely.
So I think that no chippiness in a game is a boring game.
Yeah, it does. It definitely adds flavor.
It does.
I like the intensity. I love the intensity, actually.
I do as well. I think that's
Nathan
worth
Downey
it. Nathan
looking
dropping
way
back.
downfield to Brandon Keebles, and a great catch by Brandon Keebles.
Yep. Hey, I will say, Downey, you've had a couple rough throws, but man, that was right in the breadbasket.
Nice.
Let it right on the outside
Oh.
shoulder. Hey, great coverage by number 22, Bryce Butler. But honestly, Bryce, I'm sorry, there's not a lot you can do about that. That was a perfect ball. And good catch, Keebles, under pressure. Good work. Good work.
Great work. Just nicely done there by Mr. Brandon Keebles.
See-
Great catch. He's a great running back, but, man, he can make some catches, too.
Yeah, York, we've seen kind of already in week one a couple plays where the Warriors are coming together and kind of bonding, like kind of seeing like connections and chemistry. So I'm excited to see what it's going to hold for the rest of the season. Hand off to number 5, London.
For the ball carrier.
Couple yards on the play, York.
Nicely done.
I will say a couple yards, chip a couple yards off. Can't complain on that.
There's only 2:40 left on the clock, too, so they're making their way downfield slowly but surely, but they're still making their way
You know
downfield,
what?
which
You know
is
what I
important.
noticed, York? The biggest difference between Wheaton Academy's offense and Second Baptist offense, they're running Second Baptist just hurry up plays, just go and go and go and go. Wheaton Academy seems to be taking their time.
I think Warriors are trying to kill the clock here, so they are the last ones with the ball in this half.
I would agree, but I feel like it's been like that all game.
As
handoff to
London, once again, as he was brought down really hard, but it will be a first down, and the chains will move up.
I will say, guys, if you guys have seen, even though there's been a little bit of chippiness, a little bit of talk, after big hits or like collisions like that, you see here they've been helping each other up. Look at that, and I really like that's how it should be. You know,
Absolutely.
They should have their fair share of chippiness, but also at the end of the day, keep your dignity and respect each other, and play how you know how to play.
Absolutely. As the Warriors will move the chains up, it will be a first down situation with 1:50 left on the clock here in the first half.
We don't got a lot of time left here, so what do you think's gonna happen here, York? What's your prediction? Because I know you're good at those.
And a huge, huge false start there by Charlie Canaris. And that'll move the chains back.
See, that was the thing I was talking about. Week 1 jitters. We talked about a pregame. Got to get on the same page. You know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes not everyone's on the same page. But I will say that cannot happen during the playoffs for the Warriors.
Absolutely. Yeah, that can't happen. And they're just working out the kinks. You know, they're doing their very, 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 very best. So,
Yeah,
Charlie Canaris, he's gonna come back. He's gonna revive himself, and we'll be all good. But the Warriors now will have a 1st and 15 situation with 1:38 on the clock. So they gotta work somewhat quick.
Yeah, I think they'll be good. I think that Downey's a really good leader, and he's really going to lead this offense to the end zone. No pun intended, fellas.
Absolutely.
No pun intended.
Looks like they're probably gonna have to throw
Still
here.
got London in the backfield.
As Nathan Downey looks
Nathan
way
drops
downfield.
back.
He is out of time, and they're going to be sacked, and that was a huge play by the Eagles defense.
Yeah, I will say the Eagles, the D-line, man, they're bringing the heat today. Downey's got a
That was Kelvin Baptist
Downey's
right
having
there.
a tough time here. Yeah, that definitely helped a lot for the Eagles too. Offense, they got all those big linemen. Just no one's getting by those fellas.
Yeah, man, they're big. I think they would. Do you think me and you could take down their biggest
Yes.
lineman.
Yeah, I think I
Both
take him
of us
down.
together.
I think I take him down by myself. I said before the game, Jacob can quote me here. I was talking to their coach, and I said, "Can I do dog drill with the Houston commit?" That's what I said, and
You
he
did
said,
say
"You
that.
don't
I
want
can't
to
quote
do
you
that."
there.
And would he fold me? Yeah, but he didn't. So I have confidence.
I don't think you could do it by yourself. I think me and you would still get pushed over pretty good.
You know, I feel like there's only one way to like find out. I say
think
after the game, I go run dog
or
drill with him.
halftime. I think halftime show.
Yeah, make sure he's still like energized and stuff.
Exactly.
Like keep the blood flowing. Just
And then when we both of us have broken jaws, then it's gonna be hard for us to talk during the second half. But that's okay.
you know what? Maybe they want us to talk a little bit less anyway.
Maybe
So.
could be. We definitely could be annoyed, but it's all good.
Anyways, still taking a little bit of a long time. Did someone take a timeout?
No, it was the sack there. So I think the Warriors did burn a timeout.
Jacob, question. Leaving for college on Monday.
Yes, sir.
What are you bringing to you in your dorm?
Oh
What are you
my
bringing with
goodness.
you?
So I've been packing all week. I will say, you don't realize. I text this to one of my friends, and he can quote me on this. You don't realize how much stuff you have until you realize how much stuff you have. If you know what I'm saying.
That's fair.
So packing up my closet, that was a task. That was a task. You know,
Okay.
sweatshirts. I'm going to a cold environment, Wisconsin.
You are,
so
yeah. That's not.
You
gonna be fun.
you gotta bring some warm clothes. That's for sure.
that was
I'm
the
lucky
biggest
enough to
thing.
be in some nice big suites there.
Ooh.
So we have a walk-in closet. Got a great
Dang.
dorms there up at UW Parkside.
Look at you.
And so, yeah, definitely packing everything up. The only thing I haven't packed yet is like everyday clothes, like shirts,
Like
shorts.
that suit.
No, I did pack up this suit and I brought it out of the suitcase actually.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, absolutely.
that's
You know,
awesome.
trying to figure out what to bring, but I packed up all my baseball stuff too. Got a lot of baseball stuff. That took a while.
That's exciting. Yeah. Downey's still in the backfield. Let's see if they can make up for that.
And
Oh,
Downey's
God.
got guys all over him, and
Oh.
that was pass interference, and there will be a flag.
Pass incomplete.
Nicely done by Gino Spinelli there. As it looked like he was going to be able to come down with that one, but nevertheless.
Was that a screen? I couldn't really tell, but I feel like if that was a screen, then I will be wrong because for screen the lineman let the D lineman come in. But I feel like,
Yeah, I believe it was a screen.
but this whole game, I'm just saying, Second Baptist's D line has been actually pretty remarkable.
Very, very good.
They've
very
been playing
impressive.
really good. Honestly, I think that for at least Wheaton Academy football games or football games in Illinois in general, this is probably some of the best D line performance I've seen. Like they're all getting in there every play. Downey can barely breathe in the pocket back there. So
what I'm
props to the D line coaches over there at Second Baptist because clearly you're doing something right.
Yeah, they're doing a great job. As it's now going to be a 2nd and 10 situation, a minute 29 on the clock. Charlie, the last minute in football lasts about 10. For those of you watching at home and never experienced a football game before, the last minute or two takes a long time.
Yeah. So
Nathan
Put your
Downey
feet
is
up.
going to hand it
Oh,
off
wow.
to Brandon Keebles, and man, the D line just
another example.
right through the crevice of the Warriors O-line.
I'm curious. I wonder what the coaches will say during film because I think the Warriors have some of the most talented backs in our division, and I feel like something's going off right now with the blocking. So I feel like if we break that down in film, I wonder what's going on, or are just Second Baptist backs just that good? D line backs just that good?
Absolutely. It is Nathan Downey's going to look downfield. A short pass and a huge hit after the play, and there will be a flag.
There is a penalty marker on
I'm gonna be honest.
That's a tough call. That's a tough
Guys,
call.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big fan of big hits. I'm gonna be honest. That's a soft call in my eyes. In my eyes, it's a soft
It
call.
looked like unintentional. Looked like he didn't do. The only thing I could say is that he really extended his elbow, but
Man,
it's not like
that
that's
was right in the
not
chest.
legal.
He touched the ball. Guys, I will say, tough call there. I'm sorry, Second Baptist. If I was the ref there, I would have let that play. But you know, it goes in the Warriors' advantage.
Ooh, that is a tough call if you're a Second Baptist fan. That is a tough one. That is a tough one.
I will say,
Personal foul.
kind of just going off that personal foul, just kind of taking a little step away from that. But the refs just talked about it. This new mic thing that they're having, this has never happened at Wheaton
Never
Academy.
happened
It
before.
kind of makes me feel like we're at a college environment. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's a lot of chats in the chat box, that's for sure. A lot of Eagles fans. One particular fan making a lot of noise. And Nathan Downey will be sacked one more time.
Telling you, man, this D line.
We did get a favorite sports movie. We got Rudy.
Timeout.
Yeah.
Rudy's a good
Who
one.
said that? Who said that?
Greg Hanna, shout out to him.
Hey, Greg. You're awesome, dude. I love that movie. That would go in my top 3.
We got a Hoosiers. Have you seen Hoosiers?
I have. I'm gonna be honest. I thought that movie was kind of boring.
No way, Charlie.
Man, it's such a drag. Man. It's such a long movie. Just get to the point. Like Rudy. Now I watch that. I'm like, get out of bed. I'm like, I gotta run 10 miles after this.
I feel like you would be a guy who you put Fast and the Furious in the top 10 movie of all
I've
time.
never seen that movie in my life.
You should watch it, and I feel like that's just your person. You like a movie that's constant the whole time.
The movie I like to watch is you watch it and you're like, gosh, I need to run 7 miles now because I'm so motivated.
Have you seen Hoosiers? You got to go home tonight and watch Hoosiers.
I do. I can't sit still. And that movie's too long. Like, I tried to watch it once and I'm like,
You have a bit of ADHD.
Yeah, I was like pacing watching it. I was like, it's too long. Just get to the point where you win.
Do you like Creed?
Oh, dude, I am Creed, dude. Come on, I am Creed.
All right, there is 43 seconds left here in the first half, 7-7. It is a 2nd and 18 situation. We're back to the football. Man, Charlie Foley, you crack me up sometimes. That is quite the statement saying you are Creed. But
man,
are you Creed or Rocky?
No, I'm Creed.
You're Creed. Creed's better than Rocky's. What you're saying?
Yeah. Come on.
Oh my goodness.
Rocky's washed.
Oh no. You're gonna hurt someone's feelings in the.
Oh.
And that's a false start in the Eagles' way.
We ain't got disciplined football teams here tonight, do we?
No, we do not. Once again, limiting the mistakes. Limiting the mistakes.
Dead ball foul. Encroachment. Mighty defense.
There's been a lot of false starts going on right now.
There has been a lot of false starts.
A lot of penalties this game in the first half, honestly. Jacob, what do you think? What do you think the best part about Friday night football games are?
And KJ with a great catch there. He's going to roll out of bounds and he'll stop the clock too. Best part of Friday night football, atmosphere. Atmosphere's got to be one of them. The atmosphere, I've seen it better here at Wheaton Academy. I think the homecoming game last year, woo, that was big time.
Again, there, KJ on the catch.
But absolutely, like, you can't beat a game, like a game-ending play. Like last year, one of my favorite moments ever on the mic was the play with Chicago Hope.
Let's see it.
Ben DeHaan.
And Jake Weston.
He's going to get in. Great touchdown for the Warriors, and they're going to take the lead with 14 seconds on the clock. Jake Weston, a guy that I shouted out quite a lot last year in the minutes that he got. He is a shifty guy, and a great job by the Warriors
guys, let me tell you something about Jake Weston. I talk about Nathan Downey being a hard worker. Jake Weston is the hardest worker you will ever see. He is every day running routes, every day getting lifts in. The whole offseason, he said, I want to be a better player, and now he's getting college looks.
Absolutely.
That's how it is. If I can give anyone one piece of advice is have a work ethic like Jake Weston, and guess what? You get in the end zone for your Warriors.
Exactly.
That puts us up before half.
Exactly, and Kyler Finnegan now needs to take control of this game. There's our cheerleaders on screen. They're doing a great job hyping up the fan section. As a little bit high, and it will find a car in the parking lot. Nicely done by Kyler Finnegan, and the Eagles will have 14 seconds to try to even up this game.
Good plays so far. That's great plays, guys. I told you guys from the pregame talk this is going to be a great game.
This is going to be a great game.
Great game, honestly. Having a good time so far. Everyone on the field's having a good time. Looks like the Maroon platoon is having a good time. Can't complain whatsoever.
14 seconds left in the half. Do you think the Eagles are going to be able to make their way downfield? Are they going to have a chance, Charlie?
I think they got Cannon.
Cannon Toon.
I think Cannon's gonna do something that you're not gonna see.
This is true. This is true. It'd be huge here for Kyler Finnegan to be kicking in the end zone. Move him all the way back. And we will see. We'll see what happens here. I mean, maybe a little onside kick from the Warriors. I don't think it would help them very much, but it looks like they're not going to line up in normal formation. Just by the way Coach Swider was talking to him, but hopefully they just give it to Kyler Finnegan and let him boot it all the way down the field.
Yeah, you know, my biggest worry about this is that I think Kyler's a very accurate kicker, but I'm a little worried that he doesn't have the length to get all the way down, so that's going to give Eagles a chance to return, which you never know, honestly. Special teams is probably one of the most underrated part of football. Oh, he kicked a squib though.
Squib kick picked up there by the Eagles, and they're going to run it downfield, and he is absolutely leveled.
London Bridge is falling down, literally. Oh my goodness.
As Greg Hanna once again giving us a little bit of love.
Look at that, Selly. I'm loving that. I'm loving this Wheaton Academy Selly and energy. Like that, I don't think this is seen on the team in a long time. These new transfers are really bringing it in, and I'm loving it.
8 seconds on the clock. And they're going to move Styles back, it looks like. Or it might be slotting Charlie Canaris way back there. And Swider's going to call a timeout. Nicely done.
Timeout. Timeout and a half.
Timeout called by Swider, as he is giving some pretty stern instructions. That's a good way to put it. Some pretty stern instructions there from Coach Swider to the defensive squad. You can see on their screen there, you got Charlie Canaris, Brandon Keebles, Pank, the man.
Play day, Pank. Play day, Pank.
What a guy.
Man, Coach Weisenborn can attest to this. We have Pank, Styles, KJ, and London all in our intro to psych class. Yeah, Pank was pumped for game day today, I'll tell you that. He was wearing all of his armbands in class, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
No way. Payday Pank. no way wearing his armband. That's crazy. That's a new level of drip.
I mean, he doesn't even have them on right now. They're like his pregame drip or something.
That's insane. Insane.
Feeling a little goofy before the game.
Cannon Toon. They're going to run it, and they will bring him down.
So that'll take us to halftime.
That'll take us right to halftime, it looks like. And that will be the end of the second quarter, and will bring us to halftime. Warriors 14, Eagles 7. Cannon Toon, one of the players of the game. KJ Brooks, one of the players of the game. Brandon Keebles, one of the players of the game. And you got to shout out Nathan Downey. He's done a great job. Kyler Finnegan. There's been so many great players and great moments in this game. Why don't you guys go ahead and take a break, grab a snack, grab a drink. We're going to take a break up here in the booth as we get set for the second half and a pretty close game here between the Eagles and the Warriors.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, we'll see you guys in just about 15 minutes.
Please welcome Wheaton Academy cheer.
Academics at Wheaton Academy is student-centered. Our faculty and staff look to get your students hands-on, engaging with problems and ideas as they take ownership for their learning.
The Wheaton Academy classroom is defined by leadership from the living curriculum teacher. Our students are under the guidance of teachers who care deeply about their discipline, who care deeply about students, and most importantly, love Jesus Christ.
I've loved all my classes. I've loved how the teachers are so into teaching and just excited to teach me.
You know, I've stayed at Wheaton Academy because I feel a sense of calling to be here. I feel a sense of ministry.
I want to make sure that they know who they are in Christ and the gifts that God has given them.
Before Wheaton Academy, I had gone to public school my entire life, and I transferred to Wheaton Academy junior year. And so far, it's been a lot different. I feel like it's impacted me a lot. I'm a lot more motivated here because it seems like the teachers and the people, they're way more excited to help you. And it seems like everybody actually cares about you here.
From the classroom to the stage to the playing field, we want a student's spiritual experience to be one that nurtures them towards spiritual maturity, that centers their lives around the gospel of Jesus Christ and moves them into a deeper relationship with Him.
Students have the opportunity both in the classroom and outside of it to learn the techniques needed to explore their passions.
The primary purpose of our coaches at Wheaton Academy is to teach our student what it means to glorify God through athletics.
Definitely as a person and an athlete, I've grown like exponentially. Like I used to be like really shy, not outgoing, but like the school has really like brought out that like, you know, wanting to be with people and like wanting to grow in my faith, especially here because I get to share that with other people.
I was kind of scared coming here first because I didn't know anybody. I didn't know the sports coaches. I didn't know any of the teachers, but within the first 2 days of school, I had a bunch of friends. I knew people in every class I went to. The teachers knew my names. People I didn't know would come up to me in the hallway and say hi to me. It'll just feel like home.
One of the terms you'll hear a lot at Wheaton Academy is the term kingdom community. And it is the concept of really pressing into what Jesus meant when He said, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done." We want the truth of heaven to be true of us here in the way we treat one another, in the way that we talk to one another, when we see each other with dignity, as everyone being created in the image of God.
One of the first things I noticed was the community here, and that really stunned me. The teachers and the students, everyone was so welcoming and inviting, and that was really different from what I was used to.
My first impression of Wheaton Academy was just how God-focused it was. I just felt so like ready to learn more about God and grow in my faith.
All our activities here are designed to let our students know who they are in Christ. And I'm so excited to be a part of this mission.
Through classes, relationships with teachers, and an opportunity to perform and use their gifts, we hope that students will be able to become more of who they are, that they'll be able to discover exactly who God has made them to be, and to be able to go on from Wheaton Academy and change the world by using their gifts.
We are so thankful that you have decided to explore Wheaton Academy, and we look forward to a partnership with you for your son or daughter's education in the year ahead.
Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. My partner Charlie Foley is going to step away for a minute because I have the privilege and honor of having our quarterback from last year and now at ISU, Brett Casper's in the booth with me, ladies and gentlemen. So we're going to talk for a little bit. Brett, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I mean, it's great to be back here. A great environment out here against this team, but I mean, it's fun.
Does it make you, being back, does it make you miss putting on the maroon and white?
100%. Yeah. I mean, just walking in here, I miss it 100%. Like, it was some of the best moments I've had in my life been in those uniforms. So, yeah, I miss it.
So you're playing D1 football at Illinois State University, for those of you guys who don't know. You're playing wide receiver, though, instead of quarterback. How was that transition of playing quarterback all last year here in your senior season and then going into college and then having to step up to play wide receiver?
I mean, it's been a little bit easier than I expected because quarterback sort of sets you up for pretty much everything on offense. Being able to learn what coverages they're running, like what's open, be able to translate that into playing wide receiver. And, I mean, it hasn't been too hard. I mean, getting back into all the running was a little bit harder.
Yeah,
but
I can imagine.
Learning how to route run, breaking down and stuff. That was like probably the hardest part, was just getting that back. But other than that, it's been pretty easy.
If you could say one thing you miss most here about Wheaton Academy, now playing at Illinois State, what would it be?
I mean, I miss playing quarterback.
Yeah.
I miss it a ton. I mean, if I could, I would go back to playing quarterback in a heartbeat. But I mean, I still love playing receiver, but there's nothing better than playing quarterback. So I mean, I miss just being able to lead the team, coming out here on Friday nights and just having fun.
Absolutely. What's one thing that you've learned going your first couple weeks of college? I mean, obviously you're back here. It's not super far of a drive to come back, but first couple weeks of college, you had football camp. What's something you've learned so far?
I mean, it's not as much something I learned, but just the change in level between high school and college is crazy. It's just players are really good in college football, and if you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it there.
Yeah.
High school, you can get away with some sort of stuff. Like, if I make the wrong read at quarterback, I would be able to be fine. But then if I make the wrong thing at, like, sit on a route instead of keep on running at receiver, I mean, I'd get popped, and yeah.
Yeah. I definitely think like that's something that we talk about with baseball all the time is instead of you're having 4 really good kids on a high school team, you're having every single kid is your best from each and every high school team. So it's just it goes to show how hard it is to play college sports, and then you're playing at a D1 level. I mean, everybody is really good, really big. All of them are specimen of an athlete. Like, I'm sure everybody there. I mean, me and you, we're not super tall,
Nope, not at
we
all.
don't have a lot of height on us, so I'm sure everyone there is. I mean, it's pretty dang
Yep.
big.
I mean, coming back here, and I mean, I'm not calling like them all small, but it's just I've been around 6'5" linemen and receivers all the time, and you realize just how big of a height difference there is between college and high school just coming back. So.
Absolutely, man. So overall, how's the experience been? How's the football program been? Easing into it. I mean, your brother's also there at Illinois State with you. How's that been?
I mean, it's been awesome. Like, being able to play with my brothers has just been a dream. Like, whole life, we were always, whether it was backyard football or anything, we were always split up on teams. We could never play together. Nobody would let us. But, I mean, being able to play with him and being down there has been so much fun. Just, I mean, being on the field with my brother.
Absolutely. Well, Brett, thanks for being up in the booth with us and taking the time to just talk with the fans and letting everybody in on the first semester of your college life. We wish the best of luck to you, and we'll be keeping tabs on you throughout the season.
Thank you so much for
having
having
me.
me.
All right, now let's get back to this season of Wheaton Academy Warriors. And Charlie Foley, welcome back, my brother.
Y'all miss me?
I did miss you a little bit. Not a ton, not a crazy amount, just like ever so slightly.
Man, I mean, if I was at home and I wasn't hearing my voice, I'd probably be pretty upset, Jacob. Anyways, little halftime, players got a break. Everyone's recuperating, getting fueled back up.
Absolutely,
Time for another half of good football.
I'm ready for another half of great football. Calvin Finnegan, he's had a great game so far. He's going to kick off for us here. But Charlie Foley, before we get to that, I'm ready for a bold prediction. What is going to be the final score of this football game?
I'm going to say...
Why'd you chuckle there, Charlie?
I'm going to say 28 Warriors.
Ooh.
27.
Oh, my. It's going to be a one-point game.
I told you.
One-point game.
He's going to miss a field goal.
Oh, my goodness. All right. All right. I do think it'll come down to the last play, but I don't know about
I don't know. Honestly, I feel like it's hard to make predictions.
It is very difficult.
You don't want to speak stuff into existence, but also you don't want to, like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like making predictions.
I hear you.
But York, what about you? What are you thinking?
I think the Warriors are going to have 28, and I think the Eagles are going to have 21, 21-28.
Another
a
squib kick
low kick there by Kyler Finnegan. It will be picked up by Second Baptist Eagles, and he is running with some speed up the side. Adam Vessel, and he will be taken down right around the 40-yard line, and the Eagles are coming out swinging here in the second half.
Yeah, that was athleticism.
That was some athleticism.
If you guys ever question, hey, what's an athletic person look like? Ha, you just saw it.
You just saw it, Adam Vessel.
Adam.
Man, he was running with some speed.
He was running like he was angry at the ground, man.
He was. He was. And we're going to see one of our favorite players get back to work. You know who that is, Charlie Foley?
K, J, and D, K?
I was saying Cannon Toon. But those two guys are great, too.
Oh.
Cannon Toon, he's had a heck of a game.
Right.
And they're going to hand it off. He's going to run right up the middle and be clogged up. That's Langston Davis. Gets a couple yards there for the Eagles.
Langston's taking every handoff. He might be beat up after this game.
Yeah, he is going to be a little bit beat up.
I'm calling it, dude. He's cramping on the plane ride home.
Oh,
those are brutal.
Those are brutal.
Those are brutal.
Nothing worse than playing your heart out for a couple of days, getting on the plane, and then cramping up a bunch. As that's a great toss there by Cannon, and a little bit of friendly fire there between Geno Spinelli and Brandon Keebles. But that will be a great catch by the Eagles there, as that is Cash Harris. Cash Harris with the reception.
That's a big boy.
That is a big boy.
That's a big boy. I know they say everything's bigger in Texas, but I will say everything's bigger in Texas.
That's true. And you mentioned that earlier. The Eagles play with some pace of play.
I
My
know.
goodness.
I'm telling you, it's hurry up. Very different than the Warriors.
Langston Davis will be brought down, and they will be stopped just short. It'll be fourth and 1 situation.
Uh-oh, it looks like we have an injury on the field. That's not good. We never like to see those.
That is not good, and it's really, really, really not good because that is their big D1 man, RJ Lee.
Yeah, that's the last thing we want to see, you know. Especially, like, we love getting competitive. We talked about it all game, but honestly, one of the worst things that can happen is we see injury on the field. And we hope, our biggest hope is that this doesn't happen in the game. So I'm really, really hoping that RJ is going to get up and be okay. But
hopefully
I'm hoping it's just a cramp in his hammy. I'm hoping maybe like a hamstring cramp, maybe a little twist to the ankle, but I really hope it's not a big deal. And this would be a big game.
Shout out to our trainers out there. Shout out to the trainer from the Eagles High School, and then also shout out to Hector, one of our new trainers this year.
New trainer,
and then Dr. Josh is always out there.
Yeah, Hector was working with us during lacrosse season last year. Great guy. He really knows what he's doing, so RJ's in really good hands.
Absolutely.
For sure. He's sitting up, which is a good thing. I hope he's okay. It's a big boy.
He is a big boy. I can understand why
taking a wrong step.
That'd get me. That'd get me, Charlie.
Yeah, it would, Jacob. It would get you. Anyways, while we're on injury timeout, Jacob, what are you most looking forward to in the second half?
Most looking forward to in the second half, I'm going to look forward to a Brandon Keebles touchdown. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking to see Nathan Downey evolve his game a little bit. See, he's had a little bit of a break now.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to a big-time KJ Brooks hit.
You know what I'm looking forward to? I'm looking forward to Cannon.
Ooh.
Right down the field. It's going to be, I already know. I'm thinking about it in my head. It's going to be a little dot. It's going to be pretty. It's gonna be
Thank you guys for all of you guys in the chat box giving us some love, giving the Wheaton Academy Warriors some love. You know, if you're watching, let us know what you think of the broadcast. Let us know what your favorite sports movie is of all time. You know, Charlie Foley with some opinionated opinions.
And let us know who you like better, me or Jacob. There's only one right answer.
Maybe don't do that. Maybe don't do that. You know, I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want to hurt your feelings, Charlie.
I'm just messing.
Charlie, I wouldn't want them to hurt your feelings.
I tell you, there's only one right answer. Look, we're resuming play here for the Eagles.
And here we go.
Play action.
Mr. Cannon looking way downfield. He's got a lot of space. He's going to run it up the side, and he's going to stay in. Nicely done there. Wow, nicely done by Cannon Toon.
This kid's fast, too. This kid's a baller. This kid can play, man.
That was great patience, great aggressiveness, a lot of speed moving up the field.
Yeah,
And they move the chains way up, and now they're in prime scoring position.
It's not easy to run, especially as a quarterback. You got a lot weighing on your shoulders for you to run like that. It's impressive.
Cannon Toon. He's going to hand it off to Langston Davis, who's going to cut up the middle, and he
Oh.
stays on his feet for quite a while, and that's going to move the chains once again.
I told you at halftime. I told you the Eagles are going to come out with some fire underneath their feet.
They're coming out swinging,
You know what
I'll
they
say
said?
that.
Hurry up offense. I'm going to run it down your throat. And that's what they're doing.
They're not letting the Warriors breathe at all. I need a Robert Grant sack right now. But Langston Davis is going to run up the middle once again, and they're going to be really close to a first down, if not gotten a first down.
Yeah, I think that
just short. Or no, never mind. They did move the chains once again.
The biggest difference maker in this game, I said it in the first half, second half, is going to be possession time. So I don't know if this is going to accidentally end up hurting the Eagles or this is going to benefit the Eagles, because I'm not sure.
Cannon Toon blocked there, and nicely
Little
done by
option.
Brandon Keeble. He's decided not to pass it off on the option play and decided to run it himself. Didn't really help him.
Nah, you know, you win some, you lose some.
You win some, you
You
lose
win
some.
some, you lose some. I would say I really like the creativity of the Eagles playbook. They kind of throw in a little bit of everything. They've had passes, they've had play options, they've had pitches, they'd have QB runs, they've had everything, and I'm really liking it.
And Langston Davis is going to get really close to the end zone. He'll be stopped right around the 6-yard line there.
Good run.
Right around the 6-yard line. It'll be a third and 5 situation, looks like, here for the Eagles. This is a big play. This is a pivotal moment in the game.
This is, and you see Swider on the sideline. He's getting active. He's getting angry.
And they're going to run it once again. There is a flag on the field, it looks like, potentially. Langston Davis is going to be just short.
It's like Pink's taking a long time to get up here. That's not good.
Robert Grant on the ground now.
That is not good. Robert Grant, not one only of the best players on the field, but also one of the most looked up players too on the field.
Absolutely, he's a passionate guy.
So this can't be good for the Warriors.
Loves the game.
As well as JR for Robert on the field. I hope he's okay. Like we said, we don't want any injuries going on in the game. It's the one thing we don't want. Want to play hard, but football comes with risks, right, Jacob?
Yeah, it definitely does. It definitely does. Hopefully he's all right. The Warriors are going to get a little bit of a break on the defensive side of the field. As Swider is he's going to give it to him a little bit here, right? Hype him up. They're at the 5-yard line. Got to make a stop, right? Got to make a stop. So
yeah, it's going to be I think it's going to be a pivotal moment in the game, because technically the Eagles should score here. Technically saying.
So.
Well, football is a game of just, there can just be one wrong play, one wrong snap, a fumble, a pick. Can happen. Anything can happen. We see Pink getting up here. That's not looking good.
Looked like it's just a little bit of a cramp.
He's limping a little bit. Hope Pink's doing all right.
Might have been a hamstring. Looked like he was holding that hamstring area.
Yeah, Pink's a good player, guys.
Maybe
Pink's got a couple offers. Play football in college.
He's a great player, but Warriors defense is going to have to go back to work right now. So it's first and goal situation now.
From the Warriors 3.
I don't know if you guys can see it on the live stream, but we got a new Jumbotron here at Performance Trust Field. And we got some sweet new graphics along with the new addition to the school.
Yes, they do. First and goal situation now. We'll see what Cannon Toon has for the offense. He is going to pass it off to Langston Davis, who looks like he's going to be just short. Looks like they're going to be right at the 1-yard line maybe.
Looks like there's a little bit of a scrum there. A little bit of pushing and shoving over there from DK.
King, second and goal.
What's going on here on the field from the booth here? It's kind of hard to tell. It's far away. What do you think's going on, Jacob?
I'm not sure. Might have been a little extracurriculars there from both teams after the play.
I love it.
And the play will resume now on the 2-yard line, second down. And Langston Davis looks like he's going to push and shove his way in.
At the 1.
Or he will be stopped. He will be just short.
I told you, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Third down now at the 1-yard line.
What are you predicting for third down? I think it's going to be a handoff straight to Langston.
I think it's going to be a fake handoff, and Cannon Toon's going to take it in himself. or they're going to do a little bit QB sneak and try to push it in.
We got
push,
timeout
push.
going. What's going on?
I'm very
going
confused.
on?
This is back-to-back plays where that same ref has waved it down. I just don't really understand.
I'm not sure what's happening right now on the field.
Or is there having another injury? Is there having a kid limp off the field right now? And now they're calling. I'm
Guys,
so
I'm going to be
lost,
honest.
Charlie.
I know
so
you
lost.
guys are a little confused at home. I'm even more confused right now. I have a loss of words.
There's a timeout.
There was an injury, I guess, and then I don't know. I don't know, Charlie. I don't know.
Maybe, I think somebody got another injury and then a timeout. Guys, I don't really know what's going on. But, Jacob, I have a question for you. You know, I've been asking you a lot of questions throughout the night, so I'm going to ask you another.
I love it. I love it, Charlie.
What's your pregame meal?
Pregame meal. Ooh, that's a great question. You know, depends. Depends on if it's a home game or away game.
I'm saying, give me both. I mean, we're gonna have a long time.
We're gonna have a little bit of time. So home game, you know, can't go wrong. Little Chipotle, little lunchtime Chipotle. Go get my Chipotle. Have a couple bites at lunch, then save it. Try to eat it throughout the afternoon. You know, get that protein in me. You know the vibes. Get a little chicken and steak.
Yeah, yeah.
A little full of both. You know, you got to get all that protein in you.
Yeah,
if we're going away game, I like yogurt before the game.
Okay.
Honestly,
That's Greek yogurt?
No, not a Greek yogurt.
Not Greek yogurt.
Not
Like
Greek
some
yogurt.
Yoplait?
Just yeah.
What are you,
exactly.
9?
No, absolutely not. We just love the good yogurt. Greek yogurt's disgusting, Charlie. For all you guys out there eating Greek yogurt, it's disgusting. It tastes like
I know all my viewers.
tastes like wet concrete.
No, not true.
Cannon
Not
tune.
true. Knew it. Oh my
and
gosh,
he will
you
roll
called
out
it.
to the right side
You
once
called it.
again. And he will have a short pitch, and it will be a touchdown. Nicely done by Cannon Tune. Great job by Cannon Tune. Running up the right side, trying to find a way into the end zone, decides to do a little push. There is a flag on the field.
I'm not going to lie. I thought KJ was going to pick that up.
I did too. Looked like KJ had a little bit of a problem judging whether or not he should go for the tackle
Honestly,
or stay on his man.
there's not a lot you can do there.
Not a lot you
1 yard
can
line. Guys, nothing you can do there. I will say, man, this junior, Cannon.
I believe it's going to be a...
I think the best thing about Cannon is his ability to throw the ball or run the ball. I think it's his patience.
Patience, yeah. He's got great patience.
Really
and it
good
will be
patience.
a flag against the Eagles. So it will be no touchdown. 5-yard penalty.
So
My
holding?
goodness.
It's a little tough to hear the ref on the
Penalty
field.
on second Baptist. Still 3rd and goal.
Jacob, I have a question for you. These guys are all from Texas. Do you think any of their parents came to the game today?
I mean, there is some parents on the other side of the field as Cannon Tune looking downfield into the corner, and it is knocked out of the air. Pass incomplete, and it will be a 4th down now. They got to go for the field goal.
Good play.
Great play.
I think Charlie really made up for some of his past plays by that one.
Absolutely. Stop the touchdown.
You see, guys, that was probably one of the best plays from the defensive back for Wheaton Academy all night. You know, it's been kind of a tough night for them. Kind of tough night for both backs on both ends, but I thought that was a good play by Charlie Canaris. Number 6.
Nathan Downey warming up on the sidelines. I'm just watching that right now. It's a
Yeah.
sight to behold. He's got a cannon on him.
He does. Almost like Cannon.
Almost like Cannon Tune, but not quite at the same time. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you're saying, York. Anyways.
The field goal attempt is good right down the middle.
I'll be honest, I did not see that ball at all.
It looked like it got tipped a little
like
bit. Let's look at the Instagram, or instant replay. The Instagram, my goodness.
You're rusty.
What brain rot.
You're rusty.
What brain rot in our generation. Anyway, it will be a 14-10 game. Now the Eagles slowly climbing their way back. Big time plays, though. Big time plays from the Warriors. Great job on the 1 yard line. That's how you win games, making stops on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, I mean, especially with Pank being out there, somebody had to step up.
Somebody had to step up.
I think it was Tip. And I think
he did a great job.
I think he laid it down. He laid down the hammer there. Made a couple
Charlie,
tackles.
what's your pregame meals? Give it to me.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm a big Jimmy John's guy.
Big Jimmy John's guy. I love Jimmy John's. That
a
was
big
actually,
sandwich guy.
believe it or not, for the playoffs, that was my pregame meal this year. I went Jimmy
Yeah,
John's. What do you get on the sandwich, though?
I gotta make sure it's whole wheat.
Whole wheat?
Whole wheat.
No way.
Because like the other stuff make my stomach hurt, and then I get like.
Are you like me
turkey.
and you think Jimmy John's is really good and Subway's really bad?
Nah, I'm a big Subway guy too.
Okay, I don't like Subway very
I
much.
like that. I like their like warm food though. Like that's what I don't like about Jimmy John's. You can't warm your stuff up. But
Yeah.
low-key, I do. I sometimes are eating like sweets before the game. I can't lie.
Yeah, I do too. I got a little Sour Patch watermelon before the game. Never did anything wrong.
I like one time I ate like 7 Rice Krispies. before.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't like Rice Krispie treats, though, to be honest.
Me and a kid named Mitch Carrick, he's a football player here last year. He plays lacrosse. He's at UND now. We were like slamming pizzas before game one time.
This one's going to go right to Zach Morvek, it looks like. And bit of an interesting choice there by Zach Morvek. Looked like he had a lot of open space on the left side, decided to go right, and he got forced out of bounds.
I don't know. Interesting choice. He's had a tough day today on the returns. I don't really know.
Looks
what that
like
was
I
about.
think I know what the Warriors are going to be working on this next week, and that's going to be a little bit of special teams here.
Yeah, you know, special teams is tough.
Special teams is tough. Special teams, special plays, as they say. That is what they say, right, Charlie?
Yeah, that's what they say. Anyways, we got Downey out in the backfield with Keebles and with him back there. We got Gino Spinelli on motion.
Gino's going across. And
Little
short
screen
pass
play.
to Gino Spinelli. He's going to try to cut right back up the middle, get a couple yards. Looks like he got a couple yards on that one.
Not a bad. I like that choice. Cut.
I like
cut
it.
back there. Got a couple yards. Not a lot to work with. Not a lot. A lot of white bodies everywhere, meaning jerseys all around the field. So not a lot to work with there. And we got another hurt player. It looks like. He's cramping. I just heard someone saying that he's cramping.
Spinelli. It looks like Gino Spinelli.
Yeah, it is. He's cramping right now. Maybe that's why he fell down. I feel like he fell down a little early there.
Looks like he was in a lot of pain.
Yo, I'm letting you know. Playing sports, drink your water.
Drink your
Eat
water,
your
my
bananas.
goodness.
Everybody.
Are you
out here
only
is
water on
cramping.
game day kind of guy?
Yeah, I only really drink water, Jacob. I'm not I don't drink soda.
I like a little sweet tea.
See, like I just think
Sweet tea on game days sometimes goes nice.
in my opinion, if you can eat and like fuel your body with bad stuff, I'd rather have like some food than to drink.
Yeah, it's,
Personal
you
opinion.
know. So, I mean, what's the difference though? It's bad stuff either way. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I'd rather eat bad food
Okay.
than drink a bad drink.
Okay.
Like
Just making sure we were on the same page.
yeah,
now.
I know. Personally, what's your okay? I will say I do like soda though. What's your go-to soda?
Go-to soda. Ooh. I mean, that's tough. I don't think you can beat a good Sprite after a good win. Good Sprite, maybe a little Dr. Pepper if you're lucky.
Yeah, I'm saying Coke.
You're a Coke guy? Are you Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Okay.
I will say, Coke from McDonald's. That's so good.
Does it matter where it's from?
Yeah.
Does it taste that much different?
Yes.
Nathan Downey looks downfield,
Pass
pass
to
to Brandon
Brandon
Keebles, and he's going to be taken down, and he's going to be short. It's going to be about a 3rd and 3 situation, looks
I'll
like.
tell you, the biggest difference I noticed from the two starting quarterbacks, Nathan Downey and Cannon.
Gain of 5 for the Warriors.
Nathan Downey, I feel like is rushing his throws a little bit.
A little bit.
I feel like Cannon's playing real poised.
And we really haven't seen the deep ball from Nathan Downey yet.
Yeah, which is probably his biggest accent. Guys, watching at home, he has an arm.
He does
can
have an arm.
throw the ball. He can throw the ball downfield.
We've seen it a couple times. We haven't seen it a ton though.
Yeah, but I think he's just. If I was him, I'd be a little nervous. I think he's all right though.
Nathan Downey pass over to Brandon Keebles once again, and
Downey's pass complete to
Brandon Keebles flattens him as he will run out of bounds, and it'll be a first down. Good pass there by Nathan Downey. He's looking Brandon Keebles' way all the way. That's the only thing that it makes me hesitate a little bit about Nathan Downey's game right now is he's looking one way the whole time. I would love for him to scan the field a little bit more as he gets a little more comfortable.
I want him to throw it to KJ.
I do want to see a
I've been
KJ
watching
Brooks
it.
deep ball.
KJ
Brooks deep
hasn't
ball would be huge.
KJ hasn't gotten like crazy separation yet.
No, he is
But
not.
I feel like all he needs is really one step. So let's see. The ball's getting
Here comes the
snapped here.
snap.
Another toss.
And they will
And
throw
I
it to
asked for it.
KJ, and a diving catch there by KJ, but it will not be good enough as they will
I
hit
thought
the
he caught
ground.
that. Tough angle up here from the press box.
So the press box, it looked like it was flying right into the Warriors bench, but
it did. This is such a beautiful night out here.
What a beautiful night.
It's probably
It's
like
great weather.
70.
Let's see.
A little breeze.
75 it says on mine, but it definitely doesn't Definitely doesn't feel like it.
Feels good. No one needs a hoodie or anything out here. Everyone's in short sleeves except for York is wearing a suit.
Hey, man, I told you to dress nice, and you show up in black shorts and a black shirt.
Nothing.
Everybody's definition of nice is different, I guess. Great catch there by Charlie Canaris. It'll be a first down.
York, I think I look great.
I think you look great all the time, Charlie.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Really appreciate that.
Absolutely. Charlie, if you were gifted in a different sport, what sport would you want to play?
Probably basketball.
Basketball, really?
First and 10.
Even though I am gross at basketball, like no one's guarding me. I wish I was blessed with some height.
I think the Warriors are going to find the crib on this play, Charlie.
That's a crazy statement. They're at the 50, literally at the 50. Oh.
That was I jinxed it, guys. I'm sorry. I am sorry. LaFleur gets tied up and we lose.
The Eagles, the Eagles' parents are really liking that jinx though, because that worked in their favor.
I know. That was my bad. To all the Warriors fans and to all the Eagles fans,
you're welcome.
You're welcome. You're welcome for that one.
Looking
through the live chat right now, and this Aggie fan 13 has asked me no less than 100 times to shout him out. So you know what? Got to give credit where credit's due. He's committed. He's committed to watching the game. Committed to typing in the chat. We'll give him a little shout out.
Aggie
fan.
Thanks, Beast.
Well, I'm assuming that's the Aggies as in Texas A&M. Nathan Downey looking way downfield. There's the deep ball we were talking about, and Zach Moravec comes down with it. Great job by Zach Moravec.
Let's watch the replay here.
But we have a bit of a problem as Nathan Downey was hit behind the play. And he gets up and he's just fine. But great catch there by Zach Moravec. That was really scary, though.
I will say, that was an interception, but Zach ripped that ball.
He ripped that ball. Ripped that ball right out of his hands.
That's good work. That's real good work by Zach. Yeah, he's actually very experienced. He's been playing here. He's been playing on the varsity football team since a freshman. So he's had a lot of experience in these big scenes and big plays like that.
Warriors setting up right around the 20-yard line here. See if they let Nathan Downey throw it one more time. They do pass it off to London, and he will be taken down.
Yeah, this Eagles D line is difficult. They can't get anything going on the ground today.
That
the
is
Warriors
for sure.
can't.
2nd and 7.
Looking at about a 2nd and 7 right now. We see London running off the field right now with his helmet off. Tough kid, man.
Tough kid. He played a great game, that's for sure.
He is eating hits left and right, but he's still going.
Jake Weston going back on the field. We'll see if maybe
I'm
he gets
telling you guys, man, most underrated receiver on this team, man. He is good.
He got into play last year, I vividly remember, and he absolutely snapped the kid's ankles up the left side right here around the 30-yard line. I said that kid's going to be all right. Nathan Downey under pressure and just unfortunate snap there for the Warriors.
That can't happen. See, that's
good recovery, though, by Nathan Downey. Great job getting on that ball.
That's the first game mistakes that we've been talking about, harping on all day. It's going to happen.
It's going to happen from time to time. Nothing you can do about it. But just got to improve and get better and then move on.
Looking at like a 3rd and 18 maybe, 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17, I believe.
3rd and 17.
Definitely going to see the deep ball here most likely from Nathan Downey.
Yeah, I would think so.
He's going to roll out to the right side. Toss there, and it never had a chance there. And the Warriors are going to have to go for the field goal, it looks like, and it'll be a test.
It's a tough toss there. See, I think Downey's a good QB. He needs to look a little more, though.
Just needs to be a little more patient. He had the time on that one. Got to use your time.
I will say he is gifted with an arm.
He is gifted. And he's going to be great. He's just working out that early season kinks.
I think by
the
next couple of games.
Warriors are going on it in 4th and 17 right here.
I'm not opposed to this because
I like it.
I like it because I was a little worried about Finnegan's range.
The only thing that scares me about doing this is sometimes it can be a little bit devastating to the offense if you don't succeed.
Yeah, that's fair, but you know what? Let's have a little fun, right? What do you think we're running? I'm saying go route. Zach Moravec is looking. Nope, not looking at him.
Looking over the middle, and it's going to be
interference.
a PI.
Pass incomplete. There's a penalty marker on the field.
Maroon platoon chanting, you can't do that.
You can't do that. They're not wrong. Because that was Jack Klein.
New Maroon platoon members over there, seniors leading it. How do you think they're doing?
I think they're doing a great job. I've heard them quite a bit.
Yeah,
The refs are talking this one over a little bit.
Sounds electric over there. Sounds like they're having a good time. That's what it's all about, right, York?
It is what it's all about. As I think it's going to be moved up to about a probably about a 4th and 10 situation. 4th and 12, I believe.
Pass interference.
Or, excuse me, it's a 4th and 7 situation, and the offense is going to come off, and they're going to give it to Kyler Finnegan to kick the field goal.
This is a big test.
This is a big test
for the kid.
Put it back within 7-point range.
Back within 7. What do you think is going to happen here?
I think Kyler Finnegan is going to put it right down the middle.
Eagles fans, does he jinx it again for you guys? I guess we'll see.
Here we go, Kyler Finnegan.
Big kick right here. See if he can get
Big
to the
kick.
uprights.
Almost blocked, and it is right down the middle. Great job by Kyler Finnegan.
Beautiful. That had some heat on it.
Nicely done.
Man, that was an inch away from getting blocked.
Yeah, that was a fantastic kick there by Kyler Finnegan. Done a nice job, and now it is a 7-point game once again.
Shout out tonight to the Maroon Platoon and the Wheaton Academy Pep Band.
They were shouting out.
Yeah, we're shouting out Wheaton Academy, Pep Band, and Maroon Platoon. They did a great job tonight. They're still doing a great job as this game is far from over.
Yeah,
got
a lot of
2:37 left here in the third.
In the chat, we did our score predictions.
Yeah, let's hear your score predictions.
Let's hear your guys' score predictions. I know, I have a feeling it's mostly Eagle fans in the chat.
I know a lot of them are watching from down there in Texas. Hopefully you guys are enjoying us up here in the booth. I'm enjoying the game up here in the booth. Charlie, how about you?
I'm having a great time, you know. Always a good time on the mic. Always a good time watching the games, kind of seeing it from a fun perspective. So I want to hear their perspective.
Yeah, hear your perspective. What do you guys think of the broadcast? We appreciate you guys tuning in. If you guys want to watch more Warriors games in the future, hit that subscribe. Next broadcast is a week from today.
I'm sure all the Second Baptist
I don't think they're going to be subscribed.
Moms are all going to tune in to all the next games.
Yeah, I think you'll probably be up here one more time. Maybe a couple
probably
more times.
I got to get 7 more credits after this. So.
Are you saying you're only in it for the credits? Is that what you're saying?
Exactly, yeah. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, all right. Kyler Finnegan. That's a good kick from the kid.
Fair catch?
And
it was a fake fair catch.
As they're going to run right up the middle, and my goodness.
Oh, God.
He is running quite a bit up the wing, and he's going to duck out just short of the 50-yard line.
Vessel.
Nicely done by Adam Vessel.
Kid can run. Isn't that the second time he did that?
Yeah, he's gotten up the field quite a bit multiple times.
Quick,
he's done a great job.
Turning on that motor. I feel like, one of the biggest things Wheaton Academy, needs to work on special teams.
Absolutely.
Hey, Second Baptist. They've been working on special teams.
They're coming to play. They're coming to play. They're doing a great job.
What do you think is going to happen this drive?
You know, I think the Eagles are going to get back in the end zone and tie this game up.
You know what? A part of me is actually hoping that happens.
I love the big games. Cannon Toon's going to do a great job here. See, looking downfield, he doesn't have any space. Pank not quite able to tackle, and Cannon Toon's able to throw it out of bounds.
It's a hard hit there by London. I'm telling you, that kid.
Garcia and LaFleur.
You know what? London's got a little screw loose in him, and that's what you need. You need a kid that just wants to hit somebody.
Oh, he wanted to hit somebody. I can promise you that.
York.
2nd and 10 situation now for the Eagles, as you were saying.
I think this is going to probably be one of the best games Wheaton Academy is going to see all year.
Yeah,
I don't know about
a barn
Second
burner.
Baptist.
Cannon Toon under pressure again, rolling out. Short toss, and it's a first down. Nicely done by the Eagles.
I told you. Look at the patience. Look at this. Look at this replay.
There's a flag on the field. Maybe a bit of holding there. And there is a second flag now. Second flag.
There are 2 penalty markers on the field.
What's going on here?
Gonna have to wait to find out.
coaches are hooting and hollering on the Wheaton Academy side. Jacob Hall waiting for this penalty. Who uniforms are better? Second Baptist or the Wild Warriors?
I got to be honest. I love the maroon and white. I love it. I really do actually love the Wheaton Academy Warriors jersey. I love our helmets. I think our helmets are very classy, very clean. Nothing better than a good maroon and white jersey. Honestly, one of my favorite colors after being here at the school. But I love the color white on jerseys. I think it is so, so clean.
59 in the offense. Play the spot.
And it'll be... His Mike's cutting in and out, but it looks like it'll be penalties against the offense.
There are 2 penalties on Second Baptist.
Looks like it was holding and unsportsmanlike.
It's going to be like
conduct.
a second and...
It's going to be second and very long for the Eagles.
Like Mr. Cozy
I could not say it any better. Second and very long. Couldn't have said it better myself.
I mean, he is an English teacher for a reason, folks.
Communications teacher as well.
Anyways,
I mean, they're right on the 20-yard line.
I know you answered
that
that
question.
question.
First down marker is 45, the 45 on our side.
I'm going to have to agree with you, even though those 2 penalties
I think they're still getting a first down. I think they're getting a first down right here. I think Cannon Toon is going to absolutely wind up and chuck it downfield right here. He's looking deep. And they found him over the middle, and he is gone. He is gone, number 2, Beckett Lenhart. And he is taken down by Zach Morvek right at the 10-yard line. But my goodness, Cannon Toon, great patience. But Zach Morvek able to track him down.
I know you guys can't see me in the booth, but I put that play out. I said, I got a quick 3-step drop back.
Did you do the exact play?
Yeah, I did.
Play.
I knew it was coming before it came.
All right. Love to hear it, but man, Cannon Toon, great toss there.
The kid Cannon, man, he can throw.
He can throw. But Zach Morvek chase him down like a lion in the gazelle.
Oh, dude, I'm telling you, that kid's so fast.
That kid
for
can
like no
run.
reason, he's so fast.
For no reason, he's an athletic kid.
He's just fast, man. He is like fast.
And Cannon Toon short pass and big time hit by Zach Morvek. Nicely done, as that was to Cash Franz.
Let's see, the Warriors held them up again on the goal line last time around. I think the Eagles are a little mad about not scoring. They're going to punch it in now.
Here's what I think's going to happen. I think they're going to let Cannon Toon throw it after this play. Assuming the Eagles don't get in, which it looks like they're about to walk in, and this is about to be a one-point game. Nicely done by Bryce Butler. Sidestep, and then squeak your way in right at the corner.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Couldn't ask for a better run. I mean, that's textbook. Get in the end zone. Classy Selly. I wanted to see a better Selly, though, from Butler. I thought I was going to see something sweet.
He was casual. He was casual running into the end zone.
Broke like 7 tackles. I thought I was going to see something sweet.
I like the casual. I like the casualness because he played casual during that play, too.
There's a penalty marker on the
we got
field.
too many men.
It looks like it'll be too many men against the Warriors.
It's unfortunate. I'm telling you guys, game 1 jitters are true. It's real. We talked about it pregame. We've seen it all game. I mean, me and Jacob almost predicted it.
Almost?
Almost, we did.
I mean, yeah, we did. Come on now. Okay, here's the question. Charlie. We've been asking each other a lot of questions all night. I like it. I like it a lot. But here's the question. If they move up a little bit, are they going to go for the 2-pointer instead of the 1-point and take the lead?
I think it's a no-brainer. I think they go for the 2.
Really?
No-brainer.
But what if they mess up? Then they're still down 1. And the Warriors can play conservative.
I think, if I'm coach for Second Baptist, I'm so confident in Cannon right now.
On the defense, that penalties decline.
Penalties decline.
But I'm going to say I'm so confident in Cannon right now that if he misses it, I'm confident he's going to drive down and score again. Me personally.
Yeah, absolutely. And
Extra
that
point
kick is good.
It's not just good. That ball is gone.
And a little bit of, you see the Archer Selly there by their kicker. Looked over at Wheaton Academy's side, shot him a little arrow.
That's crazy. Hey, I told you guys, Sellies are my favorite part of the game. I love that.
Love to see it. A little bit of that chippiness that you mentioned before.
Good drive there by Second Baptist. Really got themselves out of a pickle there.
Let's. My goodness, there is a lot of crazy
what's
score
going on?
predictions in the chat.
What do we got? 55-0 Eagles.
It says 550-0
Oh, wow.
Eagles. You know, I love the boldness, but if you were watching the game, you would see that it's already 17 Warriors.
You know, honestly, I like the. You
I
never
like
know,
the energy, though. I like the energy.
You never know, man. Maybe the Eagles might pull off some like minusing the Warriors' points and like multiplying their score by 7, and we might get that.
I mean,
score.
maybe. That's about 550. That's about. It's pretty close about what I shoot on 18 holes of golf over at St.
You
Andrews.
shoot more than that. Come on, dude. Another question for the chat, because I'm honestly curious. How many Eagles fans, how many WA fans?
Yeah,
I'm curious. I mean, I know you guys are from Texas. I'm wondering if any Wheaton Academy fans are tuning into this as well. I mean, drop another little comment in the chat. I think the comments are fun. You know,
They're fun. It
and
gives
a
us
little
some
spice.
interactions.
It gives us some interactions from the.
I wonder if we'll have
fans.
another onside kick here from the Eagles. You never know. Kind of looking like it. No, they kick it downfield pretty far ways.
Jake Weston.
Jake Weston's going to run up the side, and he's able to break a couple tackles and keep running. Nicely
Run,
done.
kid,
There
run,
are
kid,
some
run,
flags
kid.
on the field, so we will see what happens here. But nicely
Adam
done by
Vessel,
Jake Weston.
Again, slow to get up, looking like he's in a little bit of pain.
Jake Weston is a shifty kid.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, it's that hard
He's able
work.
to break some ankles pretty easily, that's for sure.
Jake Weston, my biggest comparison to him is Breck Peacock.
Yeah, very similar.
Very
Breck
similar.
Peacock's a little more built, a little bit more of his man body, but Jake Weston's going to get there.
But I think Breck was. I guess, yeah, you're right. Breck's a little bit more filled out, but he also, I don't know.
Breck Peacock's here. I saw him in attendance.
Yeah, I know.
earlier.
With his blonde hair, all the Wheaton college football guys all dyed their hair blonde. Classy act.
Yeah, classy act.
Definitely doesn't look awful.
Absolutely not.
Looks awesome.
Never.
You should dye your hair blonde.
Absolutely not, Charlie. You know I would look like a clown.
After during lacrosse playoffs, I had a mullet back in the day.
Back in the day.
And
so you mean like this past
a couple
year?
months ago, and me and all my friends got frosted tips in the mullet for
Oh,
playoffs.
no.
Yeah, right after it was over, I
hate to see
cut
it.
it off. It was so
You hate
awful.
to see it. As Brandon Keebles will run the ball, and he gets clogged up. Doesn't look like they got any yardage gained there on that play. Yeah, you know, there was talk about all the baseball guys getting some buzz cuts. I think that was a terrible idea, personally.
Yeah, you guys would all look like
short
a bunch
hair
of,
on me. I look like a clown sometimes, as it is. Short hair, I look like more of a clown. If I had a buzz cut, I'd be staying inside for months.
Yeah, you probably look like a hard-boiled egg. If
A
I'm
little
being
bit,
honest.
a little bit.
That's all right though. I wouldn't get one either.
Yeah, us
But-
curly-headed fellows got to keep the curly hair.
Yeah, you know, you do. You really do.
You really do.
You really
Does
do.
it get annoying in the lacrosse helmet though? That's the question.
No, I mean it's kind of annoying. No, I don't got any hair coming out the back.
Nathan
We see
Downey,
Downey
short
with another
pass, nicely
screen.
done to Charlie Canaris, and he's wrapped up. That was great defense there by the Eagles.
Man,
Pass complete to Canaris.
Warriors are in a little bit of a jam here.
I know.
Third and long.
Not firing out. Maybe they got a little too confident at halftime. I don't really know.
10 seconds now left in the third. 9 seconds. Clock's going to tick down.
I think that we need to run some more go routes.
I think the third quarter is about to end.
Maybe some posts. Yeah, we're flipping it.
And it's a tie game, 17-17
Tie ball game
with
going
a
in the
quarter
fourth.
left.
Barn burner.
Barn burner of a game.
It's probably one of the toughest games Wheaton Academy will see.
Check out this new graphic on the screen in front of me, Charlie. Follow us on Instagram at
Dang.
The Real Wild TV and follow the official Maroon Platoon for all the latest updates on the fan section. Don't want to miss out.
Do not want to miss that.
Sponsors, Private, Rosati's, Cadillac of Naperville, and Kingsland Group of Keller Williams Premier.
We're getting ready to go here in the fourth quarter. 17-17. It's been a great game. Cheerleaders doing a great job. Fan section is still packed. I think we're going to have a monumentous play coming our way just here in a second. Warriors got 3rd and 11, so 3rd and long. See what happens here. Got 1 quarter left to play. I think the Warriors, I think they got to really exploit the cornerbacks for the Eagles here. Got to find a way. My goodness, that is one heck of a dog walking on the sidelines. That is closer to a wolf than it is a dog, in my opinion. The thing is massive. As I was saying, I think the Warriors really need to exploit the deep ball here. Nathan Downey's really got to be patient, find his wide receivers downfield. As we get set to play, 1 quarter left, 17-17. Eagles and the Warriors having an absolute matchup for the ages. Texas versus Illinois. You love to see it, and here we go. 3rd-and-11 situation. Nathan Downey with time. Looking downfield for KJ Brooks, and he's able to hold on to it and stay on his feet. KJ Brooks will be down right at the 40-yard line. Nicely done by KJ Brooks. Heck of a catch, able to hang on to it and keep his feet moving. 1st down, and the chains will be moved. Great job by Nathan Downey and KJ Brooks.
That's what I was talking about. KJ. Love to see it.
Electric.
He's electric.
Charlie, you stepped away for a minute. Where did you go?
You know, I was going down to see how the fan section was. I had to go to the bathroom.
So there's been a lot of things you said tonight, Charlie. It's kind of concerning. You kind of lie a lot.
No. I'm just sarcastic.
Yeah, I'll say. 1st and 10 situation now for the Warriors. They're going to pass it off, and they decide to fake it. And great catch there by Zach Moravec, but the ball is punched out. And my goodness, looked like Zach Moravec jammed his wrist as he came down there.
That's not good.
That looked really, really ugly.
Watching the replay on that did
he got hit hard. He got hit very, very hard.
Wow, that's not good. That's not good for the Wheaton Academy at all.
One of your best receivers, one of your best athletes. Hopefully he'll be all right.
Yeah, I think he's going to be all right.
I don't know what exactly
York, have you ever gotten hurt in baseball?
Hurt? I got hit in the head with a ball freshman year. I was actually I got called up for varsity scrimmage. Throwing a great ball.
Okay.
Throwing a great game. 5th inning comes around. Throw a pitch. Runner goes, steals the second. My catcher throws it. I step off the mound to the right. Catcher throws it. I'm looking to second base. Domes me up right in the back of the head.
Got it. Hey, it's always good that Zach Moravec got up and he was smiling. Walking, smiling a little bit. He's doing all right. He looks like he's hurting. I think he got the wind not out of him.
That's a tough call once again. He hit him really hard. I don't disagree with that, but personal foul. If the call was on the hit, that is a tough call. If you're an Eagles fan, man, I would have a legitimate gripe on that one.
Wheaton Academy families, you know I love you all, but that was not the right call. I'm sorry. You guys
we just got to keep it 100 all the time.
You guys got a little lucky there.
We got a little lucky. Got a little blessed.
And for all my Second Baptist fans, I'm sorry.
Sorry on that one. That's a tough call. That's
a tough call.
Unless if it was something said after the play, totally different. But
we won't know. We don't know.
We don't know exactly. I think it was on the hit, and if it's on the hit, that's difficult.
You know, it is what it is.
Oh, and there was a comment that I did forget. As that's Charlie Canaris, a huge hit there, and just missed. He threw himself at that one. I do have a reminder in the chat. Someone reminded me of one of the injuries I had. The day before our regional final this year. Let me set the stage. Day before our regional final this year, one of our should I name his name? I'll name his name. Gino Spinelli was messing around.
Okay.
Wasn't trying to hit the ball, and it hit me in the face the day before our regional final.
That probably hurt.
It did hurt. I honestly thought I broke a piece of my jaw. I couldn't close my mouth all the way for a while.
Dude. Did it mess up the smile?
Nah.
What
kind of question is that? My smile is always golden. Great toss there by Nathan Downey. And as Charlie Canaris will be brought down. It's starting to get a little chippy in this game.
It is. I'm liking it. I'm not going to lie. For the
3rd and 7.
For the broadcast, adds a little bit of spice. For the viewers, adds a little spice. You know,
keep it calm in the chat box, but I love the chippiness on the field.
Is the chat box going crazy?
No, not yet.
Oh.
I was just warning them. Otherwise, we can shut this whole thing down.
I mean,
we're not shutting it down, but I love the chippiness on the field. That's what football's all about. Restraining yourself, but still staying.
You know, it can get a little chippy on the field. And we're all hoping that there's no injuries that happen. No stupid plays. We want hard
3rd
hits.
and 7 situation now. Nathan Downey's going to have to, as that play is flagged down. Timeout for the Warriors.
Jacob, I say we hit each other with another question.
Hit each other with another question.
What are you thinking?
If you were going to play a football position, what would you play?
Probably.
Oh, I got a better one, actually. I
right.
do want to hear your answer to that. What is your favorite NFL player of all time?
First question. I'm hitting probably hitting cornerback.
Cornerback? Okay, I can see that
I'm
for
a
you.
physical, shifty, fast kid. I will say, favorite player of all time, though? It's a tough question. I think I'm going to go... I don't love him as a person, but I'm going O.J. Simpson.
O.J. Simpson. All right. I didn't see that one coming, to be honest.
He was electric on the field.
He is electric on the field. Love to see it.
He would score, throw his helmet out, get so juiced.
Yeah,
I know it's a controversial.
No, I like how you clarified that.
I do not support his actions off the field.
Hey, I love the clarification, but here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to say.
It's 3rd and 7 from the Eagles 41.
Growing up, playing a little Madden growing up.
Okay.
I gotta go with my guy. He's lovable. I love his actions off the field too. Actually, his name's Peyton Manning.
Dude, okay. I'm a diehard Broncos fan.
I was a Broncos fan growing up too. Love him.
I'm a diehard Broncos fan.
And he shovels it, and no call there.
Pass incomplete.
I don't know what Brandon.
Brandon Keebles thought there was a little PI action. But
I wasn't really sure what he was asking for there. I didn't see anything.
Warriors are going to have to punt this one. 4th and 7 situation. This is going to be a tough situation for the Warriors now.
Got a little close up here on DK. Stud. Jacob, I'll hit you with the same question. If you're able to play any any position in football, what would it
I would be a quarterback. You know, baseball. I got the arm.
Okay.
Got the arm for it.
Okay.
I love looking downfield. You know, I can throw football pretty far. Some would say. My dad taught me a few tips this week: curl the hand, that kind of thing. When we were, playing some football, catch in the backyard, strengthening the arm for some college baseball. You know what I'm saying? Favorite NFL player, Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Easy. Great kick there by Kyler Finnegan.
Nice little spin on it.
And he's going to be brought down right at the 8-yard line. So Warriors in some good position here.
Yeah,
Panic on the tackle.
Eagles got some work to do.
The Eagles, hey, we saw them do it. What was this? 50, 60-yard play?
This is true. They've done it before. But we will, that's the thing about this Eagles team. When you have such a good quarterback who's got great poise, great patience like Cannon Tune, your offense really is able to develop, especially with a great running back in Langston Davis too.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Langston Davis. He's probably one of the best players in this game. Maybe an MVP here.
Could be.
Really good start to his season. I wonder if he's going to go anywhere and play college football. I would not be surprised.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. I mean, he's a junior. He's got time. He's going to only get better from here.
Yeah, for sure, and he's only a junior.
Charlie, this is both his team's first games. I think both teams have had a strong showing for the most part. There's been some sloppiness for sure.
Yeah, I mean, on both sides. I think that both – honestly, this game is – it's going to sound a little corny, Jacob, but – this game is honestly going to be – the winner's going to be who wants it more. It's corny.
That's so cliche, Charlie.
It's very
so
corny,
cliche.
but it's honestly true. Who wants it more is going to win this game.
Man.
Because
I didn't think you were going to bring out such cliche statements. But, I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I know. I'm sorry for everybody at home, but it's true.
Cannon Tune, low snap, and he's in trouble, but he's going to be able to escape. Wow. Great job by Cannon Tune there. That is impressive. He had two Warriors chasing after him, ready to knock him down, but he was able to spin off one and sidestep another.
Yeah, number 8 Styles had a really good opportunity for a sack there. Would have been. We haven't really heard his name too much today. He's a good player, really good athlete. Played lacrosse actually for conditioning, and man, he's one heck of an athlete. So we'll see what happens here on the next play. See if he can make it back.
And Cannon Tune looking downfield. Doesn't have a lot of options. And a great catch there. And another huge bomb pass to Beckett Lenhart. Great job by Cannon Tune.
What did I say about Cannon? What did I say about him? MVP. I'm saying it right now. I don't even care that the game's not over. MVP.
I thought you said that Langston Davis was going to be MVP, Charlie. Just a moment ago, that's what you said.
Yeah, Langston, he's a baller, but, without Without Cannon, I don't think we would have 2 touchdowns.
I'm just
on the
keeping
board,
you in check, making sure you're.
I think I said Langston Davis is a good player.
No,
Did I say he's MVP?
You said he was going to be MVP.
He can be MVP too.
Okay. Love it. Love to hear. And there will be a false
Flag
start.
on the play, false start.
I think on the Warriors. I could be wrong though.
Dead ball. False start. Number 50. Offense.
Oh, offensive.
Number 50.
Offensive false start.
Has
1st and 15 for the Eagles.
has he gotten back in the game yet?
I don't believe so. He's been out for a while. Oh no, yes, he's big number 78 on the outside.
Oh, how can I miss
for
him?
the Eagles? Just stands a little bit taller in his squat than most. Langston Davis with a great run right up the middle, and he's going to be just short of a first down. So it was a 1st and 15 situation.
Before this game is over, Jacob, if you can give someone an MVP, who are you giving?
There's a lot of football.
Let's say how about this? Let's say how about this? Because
first down, Eagles.
We can give an MVP for offense, MVP for
Eagles,
and MVP for Wild.
All right.
What are you thinking?
There's a lot of game left to be played, so I want to be careful.
Yeah, of course.
Cannon Toon has played a heck of a game. It's hard to disagree with that. As on the 1st and 10 attempt, they will get a couple yards. Langston Davis, nicely done. For the Warriors, though, you got to look at both sides of the ball, right? Brandon Keebles has done a great job on both sides of the ball tonight.
Agreed. I think as well as KJ.
Yeah, KJ's had a great game, but Brandon Keebles had a couple big-time runs, great big-time catch there, and he's made a couple nice tackles.
That's fair.
Brandon Keebles got to be mine for the Warriors, but Warriors have played an overall super solid game.
I like that answer, Jacob.
I mean, you have like 4 MVPs for both teams, so I'll be curious to hear your answer after this play, as Cannon Toon is going to be brought down.
Yeah, so I have 2 for both teams. I'm saying Cannon, my boy Cannon. Then probably Langston.
Okay.
My boy Langston. Probably KJ. And then probably Keebles. I'm going to have to agree with you on that.
Yeah, Keebles had a heck of a game. He's leading his team well.
3rd down.
Let's see. Did anyone say who they think are going to win in the chat or what?
I will have to look after this play. Cannon Davis tossed there, and it's short.
Almost picked off.
Almost looked like he stepped over the line of scrimmage to throw that one.
It's 4th down.
4th and 5 situation
Not the
now.
best ball thrown by Cannon
Great
all day.
defense by both teams. It's a 4th and 5 situation now, as they're going to bring out the special teams, it looks like. And it'll be the Warriors' chance to take the lead.
Would be. 6 minutes left to go in the ball game.
Warriors probably going to play this really slow moving upfield.
I think that's. I've just talked about that all game. The biggest thing is possession time. Punt coming right now from the Eagles.
Man, that was an absolute boot. Gino not even going to touch it.
Wow.
And it's going to stop right around the 10-yard line.
Are we going to see another Sully? Come on. No Sully. No Sully from the punter this time. What do you think the morales of both teams right now, Jacob?
You know, I think both teams are confident going into it. I think definitely whoever ends up having the ball from each side is going to be a little more into the game just because they have a chance to take the lead now.
Okay, I feel that.
But, I mean, yeah, whatever you can do to stay in this game for as long as you can. I mean, it's a marathon, right?
Yeah.
It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So there's
Man,
still
that was more corny than mine.
It's a long 6 minutes left in the game, Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
That was more corny than yours.
Yes, it was.
You said whoever wants it more, Charlie. Come on
you
now.
just said it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Oh, Nathan Downey, and that's going to be a safety.
Wow.
And just like that, the Eagles take the lead.
I told you, anything can happen.
And you weren't kidding, Charlie. Hey, guess what, Charlie? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. The Warriors still got plenty of time to come back.
I'm not going to lie. That was the last thing I think would happen. I swear at the start of the game when I said, like, last-minute safeties and all that, didn't I say that? Wasn't I talking about safeties at the start of the game? With, like, the kicks out of bounds?
This is true.
I told you.
This is true. Big-time play there for the Eagles.
Man, I'm very impressed how the Eagles are playing, especially on the long trip out here.
They're doing a great job. They're showing out.
I would say they are an impressive and well-coached football team.
I could tell they were a well-coached football team just by talking to their coaches earlier.
Yeah, they were good guys. All nice people. What do you think's going through Downey's head right now?
It wasn't his fault.
No, I know.
The line just kind of collapsed a little bit. They seeped a couple guys through, and, I mean, he honestly didn't have very many options. He tried to spin, but he didn't even have time. They were just – the only critique I'd have for Downey on that play was just try to move out to your right a little bit faster. He was moving a little bit slow. He wasn't sprinting.
Yeah.
But with this opportunity, let's take a chance to shout out our next live stream, which is a week from today, September 6th, where the Warriors will host St. Charles East. We took it to them for their homecoming last year.
Sure did.
So now we get a chance to host them this year.
Should be
big school. I'm sure they're going to pack out the house.
Yeah,
and they're going to be really good this year. So
Yeah,
I'm
should be a
excited to
good
see.
game.
I think maybe we see you up here on the booth one more time. I won't be up here because I'll be in Wisconsin playing some baseball.
Yeah, you know, I mean, if the fans want me to come back up here, I'll be back up here.
All right. Well, you'll have to look in the live chat and see if I want you back up.
I will for sure. The next time I know Coach Mr. Smith, Daniel Smith, some of you guys know him as, he'll be up here.
Yeah,
as
he'll
well,
be up here
running the play-by-play. So
I did games with him last year. He was fantastic.
You never know if they want me to, I will.
And my apologies, we've had a lot of troubles with the roster all night, but number 2 for the Eagles is actually Mr. Alan Thomas, and he's had a great game as well. As that one skips on by a little bit, and now he's going to run up the wing, and a huge hit as he toppled over there.
Huge hit by Jake Weston.
Huge hit.
Tripped up by Weston.
That was Adam Vessel with the ball once again. He's had a great couple runs on the return.
First and 10 for the
Who's my MVP?
Is he?
Didn't I say he was my MVP?
You said a lot of guys are your MVP today, Charlie.
Everybody's an MVP.
That's not true.
Yeah,
That's not true,
Yeah,
Charlie.
I
You
know,
believe
I
you're a big
know.
participation award guy, huh?
Yeah, I got those a lot as a child.
Yeah, you didn't get the gold ones. You got
I
you
got
got the ones that say thank you for playing.
Yeah, that's what I got. You know, it's
Yeah,
okay
makes
though.
sense. Makes more
Beggars can't
sense.
be choosers.
This is true. And they're gonna hand it off up the middle, and he is clogged right there. Warriors are gonna have to do a big time adjustment on defense, try to make something happen here. Get the ball really quickly.
You know, I think that the best possible play for Second Baptist is just run the ball and run the
Second and
clock.
9 coming up for the Eagles.
What do you think?
Yeah, a little bit, but the thing is, they're only up by 2,
No,
so a
on
field goal.
on third down, they can throw.
You do. There's still 5 minutes left. That's a lot of time. You got to get up the field and put a touchdown in and put this game away. Don't be overly risky, but you got to move the ball up the field.
Pink is talking to his lineman on the field.
Hyping him up. Glad to see he's back in the game. They're going to run
Ball
once
coming up
again.
the right side here.
And a great job there by Langston
Great run,
Davis.
Langston Davis.
on the carry, forced out of bounds.
Good carry. I do not know why he would
Third
step
down.
out, though. Maybe he wasn't trying to take a hard hit, but if I was Langston, I wouldn't have stepped out there.
We got a 3rd-and-2 situation now. This is when the game gets a little bit tighter. There's a couple extra
mistakes,
bursts of energy thrown into these players, a little more chippiness, a couple mistakes. Is Langston Davis going to try to push his way in, and it's going to be close, and it's going to be a first down.
And
they
that's a
fought.
first and
They
some.
fought. They deserved that one. They earned that one.
Told you. Whoever wants it more.
Oh, jeez, Charlie. Not this again. Enough with the cliches, Charlie. Enough with the cliches.
Anyways, says the kid who said it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's this guy.
We're just doing our best up here, Charlie, right?
Right. It's been a while since I've done one of these, Jacob. It's been like, what, 2 years?
Yeah, I remember doing a couple basketball games with you a while back.
Yeah, a long time ago when I was a little sophomore.
You sounded a little bit different then. You had a bit of a higher voice.
Really?
A little bit.
That's interesting. I wonder why.
A little bit. Just like you grew up a little bit.
Maybe.
You were once a boy, and now you're just an older boy. You know what I'm saying? Couple yards gained there by the Eagles on that play.
Jacob, I know you're pursuing this in college. What are you most excited for What class?
What class?
Did you take like
I
a
got-
play-by-play class?
No,
Second and 8 in the 50.
I'm not taking a play-by-play class. I'm taking a couple public speaking classes.
Okay. Some communication classes.
A couple
right
communications
right
classes.
Up Mr. Cozy's alley.
Right up Mr. Cozy's alley. You know, I've learned from the best here at Wheaton Academy.
Right.
You know, taught me well. Listen to the podcast, Locked On Cubs. You know, gave me some great insight there, how to speak clearly. You know, for those who don't know, we shouted out earlier in the live stream, little Wheaton Academy history. Mr. Matt Cozy, if you know him, #1 Cubs podcast in the world, Locked On Cubs. And Brandon Key was trying to take him down, and he ends up getting a second opportunity. Jeremy Johannick and Brandon Keeble's in on that one. As I was saying, Locked On Cubs, go check it out. But, I mean, yeah, we got some great classes. I got one elective class this semester, so I'm taking 18 credits. It's a lot. But one fun class I'm looking forward to. Going to be interesting to see the opinions in this class. It's called Appreciation of Modern Music.
Oh.
So I will be interested to hear. I'm not a bit of I don't play any instruments, but I love music, Charlie.
Okay.
I love music. I'm listening to music all the time. You know, bumping music in the car. You already know.
Of course.
So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that class and seeing all the different opinions.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, that should be a good time, shouldn't it?
Pass there, great pass there by
Pass complete.
the man, the myth, the legend, Cannon Toon. I've said it multiple times in this very box, but my goodness, Cannon Toon is having himself a night.
KJ Brooks looking a little frustrated.
You know,
on the
my
field.
overall MVP is Cannon Toon. It's got to be. He has just done a great job. And it looked like there was a flag on the field.
They called the first down back here. I think it was for holding, maybe. I don't know. An eligible receiver. I don't know. I couldn't. It's really tough to hear the refs
Penalty
from
on
up
the
here.
Eagles. 3rd and long.
Anyways, Jacob, that should be fun listening
Yeah,
to some music.
I'm excited for that one. You know, all communications class, but I'm just so excited to play some baseball, Charlie. It's a dream come true. Dream I've had since an 8-year-old boy started playing the game, learned how to play baseball in the Dominican Republic, and ever since that moment, my life has changed, and I can't wait for a great fall season and then a long and blessed spring season. Hopefully, God,
that should be a good time.
God willing, Lord willing, I'll be able to get on that field quite a bit. Cannon Toon looking downfield, and he's going to run it himself. And
good tackle.
Looks like he got a yard or two on that one.
Good tackle.
Great tackle as there's only 2 minutes and 14 seconds left.
Look at the way he escaped all those Wheaton Academy rushers.
4th and 15.
We going for a punt here, I'm assuming so.
Only problem is they're going to have a little bit of problems. The Warriors are going to get the ball right back and a chance to win this game as there's only 2 minutes left. The Eagles are going to call a timeout. I bet they go for it. Or the Wheaton Academy will call a timeout.
This might be a barn burner.
This might be a barn burner. This is a pivotal play in the game. Be interesting to see what they do. They're going to go for it. My guess. I bet they go for it. I bet they get the first down, Charlie.
Yeah, you know, I think
they're going to get the first down. I think
statement.
Cannon Toon is going to do what he's done all day long, and they're going to get the first down.
No, you know what I think's going to happen?
He's having himself a night. He's having himself a night, Charlie.
You want to know what I think's going to happen?
I'm listening.
The punt team's coming out.
Oh, they're going to fake it.
Fake punt.
Oh, that would be. I mean, the punt team is coming out. You're not lying.
Nah, I think it's going to be a fake punt all the way up to number 3 right here. There's Lane Rivers. He's going to catch that in the end zone.
No way.
Yeah.
No, I think they're just going to punt it.
I feel like that would probably be the craziest
They're going to
thing
let their
I've ever
defense. They're just going to let their defense do the job. The craziest thing you've ever seen in your whole life?
seen. Yeah, probably.
Really?
Probably up there, like
top 5.
Top like 3. Let's see.
We had some crazy moments in the booth in the basketball court.
We did. We saw Riverside Brookfield with that big guy.
And no fake punt. Gino Spinelli. Will fair catch. And
Spinelli with the fair catch.
The Warriors will start here at the 8-yard line.
Looked like he got a little nervous catching that ball.
Yeah, looked like he thought he was going to get toppled over as soon as it hit in his hands. But
let's see if Nathan Downey here can make up for that last possession. See if the O-line is really going to lock in here. Let's see if Second Baptist D-line is still gonna bring it to him. I mean, they've been bringing it to him all day. Great test.
This will be a great test.
I feel like this game for both teams is going to be a really good learning moment as well, because at the end of the day, this game doesn't exactly matter. It's not a conference game. It's not an Illinois game. It's an out-of-state game. So I think that this game is going to be really good for both teams just to learn stuff.
And this is probably some of the best competition both teams are going to play all year until the playoffs.
For sure.
So it's a good early season test.
Yeah.
Nathan Downey's probably a little shaky back there. And that is a huge deep ball and almost picked off. Nathan Downey, you can see, didn't have a ton of patience on that play. I'm sure a little worried after that safety. But it was a good toss. It was a good toss. It looked like Zach Morvik got a little tripped up on his route, though.
That was a tough throw to make. To be honest with you, there's a lot more reads, I thought.
Yeah.
But you know, it happens. It happens. I think Downey's just gotta get comfortable. I think it will happen eventually. It might take a game or two, but I think he's showing a lot of potential out there. What do you think, Jacob?
Yeah, I think Downey's looked really solid. It's just going to be some growing he's going to have to do throughout the season, but I'm really looking forward to see what he can do for this Warriors team.
For sure. Downey's a great guy, great player.
Doesn't have a ton of space as Gino Spinelli wrapped up there, and it will be a no catch anyway. It's going to be a 3rd and 10 situation. Warriors struggling to get something going.
Really
if I was coach here, if I was Coach Johannick, you got to pass the ball off to Brandon Keels. He's been so steady and constant this whole time.
The problem, though, is we need some yards. Usually Keebles has run some flat routes. We're literally at 3rd and 10 right now. Game on the line. 2 minutes left. I don't know. We'll see what the play call is here. Downey's behind. Oh, no, we got Downey and Keebles in the backfield.
As Downey looking downfield, has some space. Short pass to Charlie Canaris. He stays on his feet. Looks like it's going to be a first down for the Warriors. Great job by Nathan Downey to Charlie Canaris. Great job by Charlie Canaris fighting for some extra yards.
That is the Downey that we need.
That's the Downey we need. Patience. He was under pressure, stayed poised, stayed calm, finds his way to Charlie Canaris. Great job.
You're going to laugh at me a little bit, but
I'm going to.
Downey
probably.
right there. Really, it looks like he looks like Cannon out there. That's what Cannon's been doing all night.
It's true.
See, he's been being patient.
I didn't laugh at you there, Charlie.
No, I know, but I thought you were good.
2nd and 10 now for the Warriors. As missed throw there by Nathan Downey. I bet they hand the ball off to Brandon Keels now. And that's like 4 straight plays where they've had a pass.
I don't think they can hand the ball off right now. I think they need to get downfield. I think they need a big
They only
play.
have 1 minute and 39 seconds left. They got to start moving.
I wonder what the thought is going through coaches' heads right now and what they're really thinking about what they need to
They've
make
struggled
happen.
on the offense tonight scoring. I mean, we've gotten 17, which is solid, but
yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of time if you think about it. 1 minute 39.
We only have one timeout left, though. That's a dart from Nathan Downey, and it was very close to being picked off.
Good D. Very good D.
3rd down.
3rd down for the Warriors here. This is a crucial moment. Let's see if Downey has that clutch in him.
Minute 35 left in the game, 3rd and 10 situation.
I played basketball with him. You know, we were down by 1. We ended up winning the game. I think he can do it.
You think he can do it?
Yeah.
I didn't know Nathan Downey was a basketball player.
Oh, no, it was a pickup game.
Pickup game.
Yeah.
Maroon Platoon certainly thinks he can do it, that's for sure. And we'll see if he is up to the task. Nathan Downey, 3rd and 10.
He's looking to his right.
And he's going to get sacked by the Eagles.
Sacked by 2nd Baptist.
Honestly, that was probably one of the coolest sellies I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Well done by the Eagles. Man, that is tough.
That really hurts the morale of the Warriors.
Be their Warriors' last time out, I believe. But I think the Warriors, you gotta go for it here. You can't allow them to get in. I mean, even if you punt it, you're only at the 50-yard line at most likely. You gotta go for it in some sense.
Cozy's saying let's throw a Hail Mary, let it fly.
I don't know about the Hail Mary, but I do like throwing the ball deep.
Cozy wants to let it fly. Cozy says if we don't score a touchdown here, then we're gonna lose the game. So.
Can you quote him on that one, Charlie?
Yep.
That's
Cozy says you only need a field goal to win.
I did hear that. I can quote him on that. If we don't score,
You know, I say go big or go home, and he's put 7 on the board. Actually,
7 on the board.
He scored a touchdown. You go for 2.
Go for 2. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Charlie. I need you to calm down a little bit. This is about to be a big time play, Charlie. I need you to mentally prepare yourself because Nathan Downey is going to roll out. He's going to throw the ball. I'm going to go to Gino Spinelli. He's going to Gino.
Okay.
He's going to Gino. And Gino not only is going to get a first down, he's going to run all the way to the end zone.
We got 21 yards.
He's going to run all the way to the end zone.
Big rush coming.
Throw it goes way down to Zach Moravec, and he catches it. Stays on his feet at the 50-yard line, goes out of bounds, and it's a first down for the Warriors.
Wow. All I can say about that is wow.
And the Warriors stay alive.
I told you, most athletic kid on the field, no matter what sport he's playing. Great ball by Downey. First of all, let him to the outside. He's already done that one more time this game. One to Keebles, now to Moravec. Beautiful play.
I can assure you one thing. If the Warriors score here, this place is going to absolutely erupt.
Yeah, it would be quite crazy, wouldn't it, York?
It would be. 1:15 left on the clock. Nathan Downey, short pass to Zach Moravec again. He's going to step out of bounds. Warriors couple steps and out of bounds. That's just the way to go right now. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hey, I feel like that Baptist is going to sleep on KJ on that outside.
KJ on the outside?
Right,
little out route?
No, out route. I'm thinking maybe a little post.
Little
post action. I don't know. But I feel like he hasn't been a big target this game. I feel like he needs the ball more, in my opinion at least.
I can see it. I can see it happening.
The crowd really cheering on their Warriors right now.
Yeah, they're getting loud. I think Brandon Keebles is going to get the ball here for the first time in a minute.
All right, let's see. Downey and Keebles in the backfield.
Downey.
Oh, wow.
And Zach Moravec to the post, and he drops it. It goes right through his hands. I think Zach Moravec was so enamored with the fact that he had space that it slipped right through his hands, and that is a play. That is a play that could be a pivotal
I'm going to be
moment in
honest,
this game.
Downey, right in the breadbasket.
Right in the breadbasket. That was an absolute nip from Nathan Downey. You cannot throw it any better. All Zach Moravec had to do was secure it and walk right into the crib, but instead, it's a 3rd and 4th situation.
It's all right.
It's all right.
We all make. Listen, it's going to be a bounce back play right here. Let's see it.
Zach Moravec just got us the first down.
Let's see here.
Nathan Downey rolling out to the right side. Looking for your guy, KJ Brogan. That's a PI. And there is no call on the field as of right now.
Oh, wow. Did he trip? Do we have a replay here?
There was definitely some contact there.
Coach there's taking a deep breath for a second. Baptist.
Interesting. The coaches don't seem to argue with that one that much.
I guess just from the box, okay, PI.
It looked like a PI. He must have tripped instead.
I don't know. It was still a good ball by Downey, man. He's really picking it up right here. Play of the game right here. Folks, 4th and 4.
4th and 4, a minute left on the clock.
19-17. This is what we came here to watch.
Can Nathan Downey prove to us once again that he has what it takes in a big-time situation?
Let's see it. Zach Moravec landing up on the right side. On the left side, we got KJ Brooks and Charlie Canaris.
Gino in motion. Downey looking downfield.
Ball going back.
And he throws it high, and it will be the Eagles' ball with 56 seconds on the clock.
KJ
is on the ground.
Holding his knee. That's not good. That's not good. KJ has had bad knee problems in the past. Tore his ACL once and retore it a couple of times. I hope he's okay.
An unfortunate opportunity there for the Warriors. Gone the other way, but
I mean, it was the right look, just a little high. I hope Downey doesn't lose his confidence, though, because he's really picked it up.
Yeah, he's had great games so far. He's grown a lot throughout the game, too.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's really grown into his shoes here. And great game by both sides of the ball. It should be wrapped up now. Just take a quick knee. Downey's looking a little upset. It's all right.
Warriors still got a chance to come back, turn over the ball pretty quickly. It's just going to take. It's going to take just about everything they got. The only thing is Warriors do not have any timeouts, so
no timeouts.
It's going to be difficult, but it can be done.
You know, it's all right. It's not good about KJ. I hope he's all right. I know he really wants to play in college. He's dragging that foot, if you can see. Oh, you can't see in the broadcast. No, you can. Something's going on with that right leg.
I hope he's all right.
Well, Jacob, it's been a good time.
It's been a great time. There's still opportunity for the Warriors to get right back in this. Defense got to lock it up. I'm sure Coach Justin Swider's getting on his defense right now, saying you got to stick with it. You got to make a couple big stops and block a pass.
I think we're just gonna take a knee here, QB knee, or not? No, we're not taking. Why wouldn't we take a knee here, Jacob?
I don't think they can burn that much.
I think you can. It's a minute.
And they are going to take a knee.
Props to Second Baptist, man.
Props to Second Baptist and the Eagles. They played a hard game the whole way.
Guys, coming into this game, me and York both told you guys that this was going to be a game to watch.
This was going to be a game to watch.
It's going to be a barn burner.
Shout out to both teams, you know.
Win. I called it at the start of the game. This game literally came down to a safety. It's crazy. Crazy how football works, isn't it, Jacob?
Yeah, it's been a great game all the way. I mean, it came down to the last drive for both teams. So,
even though it's a loss for Wheaton Academy, I feel like for them, it's better than having a close game like this and losing rather than just blowing every Illinois team out.
Exactly. So, great game overall. Shout out to the Eagles for coming up from Texas, giving us a great hard-fought battle. They're going to walk away with this one 19-17. Overall, great game for both sides. Lots of offense from both sides, but both teams in their first week showed out a great performance.
Yeah, for sure. I think that both teams really showed up today. Thank you for Second Baptist for coming all the way out here, and thank you for our whole production crew for really putting this together for you guys. And I hope to see you guys in the next broadcast.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. We love being up here, Charlie. Thanks for tuning in, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
It was a great time, and hopefully you get up here a couple more times throughout the season. And who knows? Maybe I'll come back from college and do a game here or there.
Maybe. Sounds good. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Peace out. Have a great night. Warriors country, let's ride.